you guys had some great city shenanigans.
Yes.
At
You
what
started out
cost?
after
Nothing.
discussing Elusive's plan to murder someone that they don't know. Um, you guys jumped on board and immediately said, "But not right now." And you went to Kulan's old house that burned to the ground before he left town. While walking the grounds, Kulan found things that were familiar and things that were a little odd. Um, no one had touched the bodies that they had buried. There were a bunch of pigs in a very shallow grave, and there was no more foundation of what once was his house. There was a cart and a few wheelbarrows on the grounds, hidden from the main road. In them were some like hooded lanterns and some shovels and a few construction equipments in that vein. You stole some and then left after digging up a grave, which Kulan found a silver ring and another silver-ish metal ring, but it was much lighter and clearly not of the same quality. Um, you grabbed your loot and ran back to town to try and the find the construction company with the same logo that was on the cart. Some of you broke off and did that, finding Birch Boys Construction, and the rest of you, Birch Boys, um, and the rest of you went and found and did your own thing. Um, Gob and Sif, you guys went to do what I believe is a direct quote: "Find shady shit." Um, you guys went to the Merry Reindeer, where Gob had seen the few people um, that were not uh, above the that were clearly trying to circumvent the law and very thinly veiling their thieves' cant beforehand. While the rest of you went to what's it called, the Cold Fire Circus Troupe, and or was it you guys all met up at the Cold Fire Circus Troupe?
We met up
You
there.
guys, you guys met up there, and Gob and Sif went to do some shady shit. You you went to the bar, and then you found information about someone who could potentially give you a job at the Elven Whispers building near the military district. So you went there. Wait, why is my memory failing me right here? Do you remember if you went to Cold Fire and then to Elven Whispers after?
No, we went to Elven Whispers and then Cold Fire.
Okay. Um, so you guys went to Elven Whispers and found a very ostentatiously dressed man who had plenty of the workers at Elven Whispers around him.
Elven Whispers is a brothel, right?
Yes, it is.
Mhm.
And after seeing you and you introducing yourself as someone interested in work, he said, "Oh yes, of course. Step into my office," and showed you to the corner of the room, which was a bit bigger on the inside. Gob, you stepped in and heard what he had to say about a middleman job where you were supposed to pick up something from someone who's going to be in town in a little over a week, and then bring it to wherever it was supposed to go, and in 1 week he would give you more details. So you got that, and
so
then
sure
Boogie,
enough, it's been
and then
1 week.
you guys went throughout your day, went for the rest of the day doing shit. Pretty sure. Actually, I don't know what happened until dinner for that day. Kai went to Lullaby Library, and that night, after you guys went to sleep, Kulan and it was Kulan, Kai, and Half went back to Kulan's house and did some shit. Wait. That's when you guys dug up the grave. I'm terribly sorry. You guys dug up the grave at night, and then went back to town and showed Gob and everyone what you got. And then you went on throughout the rest of the day. Kai and Kulon and Zaxus went to the administration district to try and figure out what happened with his old home and why someone was doing construction on it when he was not notified. And the rest of you guys were throughout the day. Shit. Why is my mind blanking? I should have written all this down.
We went to do some crime,
Me too.
you know?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
went to do crime, and then we got interrupted halfway through.
Oh yeah, that's
then
right.
we put a
that's
lady
right.
in a bag.
Yep, that's
The
right. You
lady
guys went to
in
do
the
crime,
bag.
and we're casing the upper class district to try and find some relatively easy and profitable targets. When out of nowhere, a very distressed young half-elven woman ran up to you and just kind of like, hide me, please, please hide me, please, please, and goes, get in the bag, and she did, surprisingly.
She was cool with
At
it.
which point, about half a dozen guards came barreling down the street after her, asked you where she went, you pointed in a direction, and then dipped. And that's where we are.
Can't believe we have a Pokemon in a Pokemon.
You left and then got her back out of the bag, and she said thank you, and that's about it.
Okay.
So, Kulon, Kai, and Zaxus are the only people not there, I believe.
No, we're at the plaza.
Mm-hmm.
We're discussing what happened.
So it's me, Gob, Half, and Elusive.
Yeah.
Trying to steal something and then getting
A woman.
caught. Yeah, he stole
A
woman.
woman who handed you guys a sack of money before saying, help me, help me, help me.
Okay. So, God, did you know that lady
I mean, she's
at all?
Wait, isn't she right in front of us?
Oh shit. That's a whisper. Do you know this woman?
Do I? They?
No.
No.
She is currently like with her back against the wall, and she's just kind of sliding down, holding her forehead and like heavily panting, like she's been sprinting
Like
for a while.
Tay coming back from a run.
Yeah, exactly.
someone
I'm
get her
gonna
some
hand
tea.
her. I'm gonna hand her my water pouch.
Thank you. And she just kind of like squeezes on her head and takes a drink.
Important to stay hydrated after all.
Oh,
You know, most of
thank you
your
guys.
body water is lost through sweat.
You said we were old friends?
Oh, no, I have a friend who told me to say that whenever I was in trouble
Oh.
to people who I thought didn't look like they were, all above the law. I figured one of you guys would know what I was talking about.
Mm.
Oh, fuck. Oh, and she takes a scarf from her bag and like kind of squeezes the water on it and starts dabbing her neck. Oh,
Me
God.
too, honestly.
She's just taking all my water, goddamn.
Gonna need a
Okay, I
refill.
have some more water.
Now, can we go somewhere a little more private? I don't want to be in the open for a little while.
That is fair.
Thank you.
In the bag. That's not a character. That was a joke.
No more bags, please.
God, I have a question about the physics of a bag that can hold a human. Not a human, but you know.
Mhm. I'm sure you
Is
do.
there fucking oxygen in there?
Yes,
No.
there is 10
Wait, what?
minutes worth of oxygen in a bag of holding. The more people you put in there, the more times that is divided.
And then does it
So-
refill when you open it, or is it just
For
it's
one-
there?
Yeah, I mean, I would assume that is whenever it's open or whenever you leave, that's kind of replenished.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, it's 10 minutes of air for one person. For two people, that's 5 minutes each. You know, so on and so forth. Um, and she so do you guys have a room somewhere, or I need
Kind
I
of.
don't
We have a
okay.
circus.
That works for me. That's much better than, here. So let's if you don't mind. She kind of pulls over her cloak that she's kind of hiding behind, and then puts her hood up and really pulls it down. Just kind of looks at the ground before she steps out from the alleyway that you ducked into.
I have a disguise kit, right?
Yeah, it's like makeup and some odd, clothing things, some hats.
Can I offer to do a little makeup there? Make her look just different enough where she's not so like anxious, I guess. Or is it
I
more
think,
of like a self thing?
I think it would be easier for me just to like take off my makeup, and she like gets that wet
Wet
handkerchief
nap.
that she has, and starts like wiping off her lipstick and everything like that. And sure enough, like she had that shit kind of caked on.
Whew, some sort of hussy.
I'm gonna put Vex on her shoulders as we're walking out of the alleyway that we tucked into.
She's a new woman.
So
A new womb.
so I don't what circus? Where's this place?
I'll lead the way. It's the Cold Fire Circus.
Cold Fire Circus troupe.
Sorry, Cold Fire Circus Troop. It's not the whole circus.
Well, I guess new experiences are fun. So let's go. And she kind of pulls down her hood a little bit more, and then takes that handkerchief and puts it over her face a little bit, and just kind of follows, tries to sink into the crowd that you guys are.
Yeah, she can hide behind me. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Perfect place to hide.
But yeah, there's still a pretty heavy guard presence, but it hasn't been pervasive until this moment, because you guys weren't really hiding from the law. So if you noticed it, cool. If not, now you sure do. Because every block there's a guard or two just kind of walking around patrolling. And she just artfully dips her head away. Looks like she's having a conversation as soon as you pass a guard, and then looks forward. And you make it to the Cold Fire Circus.
Nice.
Do we still have the key, or did we give that back?
I don't.
No, you gave it back, but that was just to the back room.
Okay.
Like the door is always open for the circus.
Is there halflings in here?
Halflings?
Or just people in general?
Yeah, there's some people in here. It looks like they're kind of winding down from a run through or some practice of some sort.
Oh god, they're all
so-
panting too.
No, not as much as you'd think. They're all very much in shape for specifically what they do for a living. But it's not nearly as many as there were at lunch yesterday. But it looks like there's a good chunk of the circus crew in here, just kind of chilling.
I'm just gonna gesture around at the floor and be like, take a seat, and then I'll sit down.
She looks around as she's taking off the handkerchief, and it's a minute before she takes the hood off. She's like, thank you guys again. So I'm terribly sorry for springing that on you. It's I don't usually do that, clearly, but my friends call me Nora.
Nora, I'm Gob.
Nora, the lady from Fallout 4.
Yeah, it's her. How did you know?
You've been frozen in ice. So,
So you want to tell us why, or
what?
exactly what you were running
Yeah,
from?
Well,
That was more than just like a leisurely,
yeah,
jog.
it kind of was, wasn't it? So, I've always thought my employer was a little bit off, and I got a hold of a little piece of paper that I wasn't supposed to, and he caught me reading it, so I kind of tried to lie my way out of it, and he made it very apparent that he knew I was bullshitting it, and I booked it. I
Sounds like a predicament.
Yeah, here's the catch though. Those weren't guards.
Was it private police?
Something like that.
KGB.
No,
God, I can't go back to the gulag.
how much do you know about this city in general?
I'm just kind of like, putting my fingers out like I'm counting.
The
fuck
legal
off.
or non-legal parts.
Yes.
A fair amount, I'd say.
Okay. Because I've lived here for probably 15 years. I don't remember the first few, but I've from what I can tell, I mean, I was a kid, but it used to be a city, normal city kind of thing. But a lot of my friends have been telling me how that's changing, and I didn't quite understand until I got a hold of some the information that I was running from. I don't know how else to say it. They my employer is not above the law in any regard, and I just need out of here as quickly as possible if you guys can, please.
That sounds like some hot tea if you want to share.
Your employer wouldn't happen to work within a brothel, would he?
Yeah, he does.
That's in character.
Why?
I
What
think
are
I'm
you?
aware.
What are you thinking about? What are you aware of?
I got a job from someone who worked in a brothel. It's fun.
Wait, God, this is
From who?
I don't know how to pronounce it, God, but Aaron Schuler.
Aaron Schuler.
Aaron Schuler.
Yeah, they yeah, I we've had a lot more employees come in recently, and that's not good.
Any reason why you don't trust him?
I mean, the usual. Anyone with power, who has power over someone else specifically, has a chance to abuse that power. And when that power is given to you because you have been abusing people, it's just more power to wield. And she lifts up she kind of pulls back some of the cloak, and shows you that there are kind of faint bruises that are really only actually revealed whenever she takes that wet handkerchief and kind of wipes off some makeup. And so I didn't think everything was right. I mean, you know, when you start work, it's okay. It's not really okay. I do you mind if I just like have some tea or something? I'm kind of
Yeah.
Thank you. She kind of sits back down, and after a few minutes, she stands up and starts pacing again, and she's just clearly shaken.
Insight check though.
Go for it. No,
Just being a fuckhead.
So, well, while that's happening, Kai.
Hi.
Me.
Yep. You and Kulon and Zaxxus walk out of the administration's building.
Oh, I
Trying
was waiting
to-
in the plaza for them. I'm just seeing if I
Oh.
can spot them real quick.
Okay.
Cause I'm not going in there, buddy.
Okay. Yeah, they walk out, and Kulon is clearly pissed.
Oh.
Yeah. And then Zaxxus walks out shortly after him.
I'm not
Maybe
gonna...
we can go back to Fodayame and get your house back.
And Kulon walks out. They're bullshitting us, Kai. They're bullshitting us. This is fuck.
Okay,
I
no.
need something to eat.
Okay. You wanna go to Me So Hungry?
Yes, I do.
Don't
Oh.
like that.
Okay. I hope you like spicy food, buddy boy. Texas, you wanna come along? I think we're gonna need a little consolation.
Saxus is the only one of you that has money.
It's true.
Yeah, so you know, maybe you get him to spend some money.
Yeah. You give
Although-
God a little nudge.
I don't need anything to eat really, but I think our buddy boy Kulon, I'm gonna put two of my hands on on his shoulders. Could you the little pick me up? What do you call it?
Percocet.
Perk.
Invent
Zaxxus
it.
just kind of. Fine. Can we just share an appetizer? I'm a little low.
No, we don't. I mean, if you want to, I'm not hungry. I think Kulon could use a little spice in his life at the moment. Also, what happened in there? Where did you go to?
We went to the to see who owns the deed now, and I asked what happened, and they said that Donovan died, and I know he didn't. It's bullshit, and they were saying that I wasn't related to him, I wasn't married to him, so I can't do anything with it, and it's bullshit.
Well, I'm sure you're married. I bet Donovan just wasn't able to get the official records for it, maybe? Because this whole town, it's all about official recordings, and trust me, I get it. It's
like
a bunch
the
of bull.
Bogons.
Have you gotten a tug from Donovan lately?
No, I haven't.
Well, if... Kulon, I truly don't know. You want to get some food and see if we can find that fake storefront?
Yeah.
It's okay, bud. We're gonna find him.
Oh, I know.
Hmm?
We're gonna find him. We're gonna. God damn it! I just hate this so much.
Me too. You know what? I think we're on the same level there together. Well, I do know a good spicy noodle place. I love it. Personally. Zaxxas liked it too. Right? Right, Zaxxas? Please say yes.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Okay.
Zaxxas liked
You
it
actually
too.
just channeled Sonic.
Yeah.
I could hear that. Yeah.
Yeah. Um. Okay, fine. I can buy one meal.
One meal for Kulon and you to share. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, my phone was silent.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
What alarm is that?
Just a notification.
No, the joke.
It was for Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm
it was
sorry.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links saying, "Hey, come back and play some Yu-Gi-Oh."
Not right now.
I'm doing
Yu-Gi-Oh,
another
please.
nerd thing right now.
All right. Yeah. So you guys go to Miso Hungry,
I'm just gonna get more details filled in on as of what is
which,
happening
by the
from
way,
both parties.
for
Get a bowl
Sean.
of spicy miso. Yeah, no, I knew it. I
Okay.
knew exactly what you were talking
Yeah.
about.
Okay. Cool.
That's why I said I hate it so much.
But it's so good.
Was that a thing that happened last session?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Because
was.
just know that were I here, I also would have said I hate that.
Yeah, but it's Kai's favorite restaurant from her childhood.
It
You have
is.
poor taste.
No.
Yeah, you guys go. You get whatever food Kulan's wanting. I can't speak for him, so
Make sure you
I'm
get
gonna
some,
think that.
mochi ice cream.
No, I'm gonna order for Kulon like a 2 because I'm not sure of his taste buds.
Okay.
He's gonna ask for like a 9 and I'm gonna be like, no. I don't think that's a good idea. Not yet.
Okay.
Your asshole's gonna
Um,
hate you in the morning.
But he eats it. I do not know if he likes it or not. We'll have to ask Mr. Lucas. He definitely gives about half of it to Miss Hamlet.
Oh no, there's pork in that.
Give us the noodles, the little soup parts.
Here's the thing. Pigs don't give a fuck.
Yes, but
Yeah.
Kulon does.
I know. But after the meal, Kulan just kind of immediately, well, someone bought that land, and I need to know who.
Okay, well, how are we gonna find out?
Um,
I'm gonna suggest something dumb, and I know I'm already gonna hate it, but I'm gonna say it. Do you wanna try and break into the office?
you know, I'm not opposed. And Zaxxas just kind of,
Yeah,
He's
no,
just
I'm,
got the finger up in the background, like.
I'm feeling that too, Zax. It's just, I really don't know how to else to deal with illegal. Listen, I've read very little on laws. I don't know how to loophole them. I try to avoid them as much as I can, exactly. So I don't exactly know how to loophole my way into this file. And I don't know where to start the investigation other than the office that could possibly hold records of who took the land, you know?
Could just Google it for you.
Yeah. Well, I might have an idea.
Please share that idea because I really don't want to break in anywhere else. I'm so tired.
Gob, I do.
No!
I'll tell you when we get there, Zaxxas says.
Whoa, wait, getting where?
To the office thing.
Oh. If you don't. Zach, this doesn't really help with my nerves right now.
Oh, okay. I have a spell that can teleport me and someone else into there.
Oh God, quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Was there a rest sometime between the last session I was at and the one last week?
Yes.
Okay. because I'm missing a level 2 spell
Oh.
and don't
No, you have it.
remember using anything. Okay, just wanted to be sure, but
Wait, what would I have used for Sif, if anything?
blank maybe, but even then I don't know because there wasn't any combat or anything, right?
Nope.
So it wouldn't have been something
I
you would cast
used
at a
Zone
level
of
2.
Truth.
Oh, okay.
What?
When did you use Zone of
At
Truth?
a level 3?
Oh, at a level 2, I thought. I thought that I
Oh,
used
no,
Zone of Truth at some point. Like when I was NPCing someone.
it was missing from third level. Sorry.
Oh, okay,
I don't
never
know if I
mind
misspoke.
then.
Okay.
Oh, okay. It must not have been me then. I remember at some point NPCing someone and casting Zone of Truth. But oh well.
It was with me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait.
Oh yeah. That was in the last city though. That was a while ago.
Yeah.
Okay. But we'll deal with the possible break-in later. So Nora, as she's introduced herself, sits back down, just goes, "Okay. So and she looks around at the crew that's filtering out from the building. So look, how okay are you guys with circumventing some of the law?"
I break the law all the time.
I just feel like
I've
I'm
been
on
arrested in
drugs
3
when I'm with you.
cities.
Not that I do drugs, unless you do drugs, in which case I do all the drugs.
I do lots of drugs.
Okay.
Yeah,
fine.
we're not very comfortable with the law right now. So
Okay, good.
Especially in this city. Sucks.
Because if you had any like immediate objections to that, then I'd probably just have to ask to be dropped off somewhere, and hopefully get away from here. But so over the past few years, there's been a group that has there's been a group that has very much entwined themselves with the law. And
Like a crime syndicate?
you could call it that, I guess. Yeah, well, I don't think I can think of a better word for it, so I'm gonna go with yes.
Honestly, I don't even know where that came from, but I'm glad it applies.
Well, wherever it came from, keep that source on tap, dude. That was a good answer.
Guess my fingers, point them up to the sky. Shout out, Traveler.
So yeah, there's a group that is well, they own a lot of places here in town. I've recently found out, and they are just getting away with a bunch of stuff that I wasn't comfortable with. And whenever I admitted that I read that paper, I also expressed an opinion that was not shared by my employer. And he, well,
Clearly didn't take very well to it.
yeah,
what was on that paper?
a few things. But one of them was about a pickup of something, and another was just a short list of names. I don't remember them, but I remember the businesses that they were attached to. Some of them.
Does that include the Merry Reindeer?
I don't remember that one, but when my mom got in trouble a while ago, when I was a kid, her lawyer was on there. and that kind of shocked me. And then I looked, and so was one of the captains of the guard, and so it was
So a hit list.
I'm not sure. It was either a hit list, and that's gonna make a big dent, or it was it was a list of employees or contacts. I don't know. Either one is just as bad if you think about it. But I couldn't deal with knowing that so much of my life was a lie, and Aaron didn't like that and told me it doesn't matter what's the truth and what's a lie. What matters is what the customer believes.
Fuck.
Elusive, are you
I
okay?
swear I'm
Elusive
falling
was sitting
asleep.
there like playing with a fucking soup bowl.
And so I said some stuff. He said some stuff, and then he shouted for security, and I was out the door. I dropped the paper in his office, though. I can't exactly give proof, but
Can I tell if she's like being forthcoming or if she's like holding shit back?
go ahead and roll insight.
Let me give myself the old guidance too.
Elusive's trying to look cool. Like, looking out.
1d4, right?
This is her first criminal mission.
Yeah, she's more scared than she is like.
Then intentionally like leaving shit out.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
She's either just having gaps in memory or like just doesn't know or whatever, but she's telling you, from what you can tell, she's
As much of the truth as she can muster.
she's capable of spewing right now. But she keeps stumbling and eventually tells you guys that that she needs to lay low and get out of the town because she's afraid that so many people are going to be trying to find her now that she is
Knows what she
clearly
should know.
dissenting from what they want.
You know too much.
Yeah, basically.
They know too much. We know too much. They
Yes.
went too far. We went too far.
So as much as I appreciate you guys bringing me here, is there somewhere else that we can like not be seen by the public? 'Cause, I don't know who is going to be trying to find me and who's been watching me already.
How deep does the rabbit hole go?
I mean, I'm drawing a blank here. Unless you want us to take you out of the city.
That wouldn't be the worst thing, honestly. But
Anyone
I
else got any ideas?
You and I are equally new here. I've got no clue what's
I this may be a bad idea, but I have a good friend whose parents well, she was raised in a tavern, at her parents' tavern. It's just outside of town. Well, outside the walls. I don't know if that's outside of town or not, but if we could get me past the guards at the gate, we could probably stay there relatively cheap, and I think that's the place that I would probably trust most.
Alright.
Guess I'm just along for the ride.
Yeah.
Like once I'm there, I think I'll be fine. At least for the night, as long as I don't, leave. But So you guys are more than welcome to do whatever you need to do. But would you guys help me get there?
Sure. I'm just. How
See
are we
what we can
going to do
do.
that? My first idea is to dress up this little man as a baby,
What?
and screaming, crying baby trick always works.
Well, that could work. But hold, wait. And she points at Yusuf and just goes, "Did you? You said you had makeup?"
Oh yeah. How do you think I get such a stunning complexion?
You're so right. You're so right.
Yeah, I got some scale polish.
No,
got a wire wheel.
I kind of chucked what I had at you. But we could probably go and buy something to disguise me a little bit. I don't know, and maybe sneak past there. I'm sorry. I'm panicking. I'm trying to think as fast as I can. But maybe disguise them if they don't. I've got it, and she kind of parts her cloak, and Gob and Sif, you do absolutely recognize the uniform that was at Elven Whispers. I say uniform loosely. It is just the same color of lingerie, and she closes it back. She closes it back up and says, I mean, clearly, if they search me at all, they're going to know. So I just need some clothes."
Elusive, don't you have clothes?
Remember I kind of burned them?
Yeah, she burnt.
What are you burning
I mean,
clothes for? You can donate.
Do I
those
have
if you don't
clothes
want.
on under my armor?
She just really hates laundry.
Wait, you mean you can wash these?
with water and not fire? What?
I thought you just had to cauterize the clothing.
How about you should probably stay here. Some of us can go get you some clothes,
Okay.
and then we'll come back, dress you up, and try to make it past the gates.
Can't make any
Okay.
promises, but I'll sure should try.
Yeah, it's gonna be the best shot we've got tonight. So, yeah, that works for me. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go. Just chill, I guess. Away from the windows and stuff.
God pulls out measuring tape, starts.
She's kind of lifting up her arms. It doesn't have to like fit perfectly. I'm gonna be okay.
In a previous life, Gob was a tailor. She worked for a clothing company called, I think it was Kingsman.
Oh God.
Gob's gonna take a look around and then be like, "You know what? Half you look fashionable. You wanna come with me to get some clothes?"
Looks right over the Dragonborn wearing like most basic shit and a
Yeah,
fucking cloak.
a white cloak. It's like, okay, let me look at him.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I got some straps. Not the back straps. Shut the fuck up.
I'm sure.
This is when you find out Sif was lying about his name the whole time, and he's actually the white-haired woman named Torin Roshni.
Oh shit!
Oh no!
You can drop the disguises, Torin.
Cross promo.
No, it's she's just kind of like, it might actually be a little easier to get like a fake beard or something if you guys can find one. Like I don't know,
All right.
something to cover my face.
Let's get an eye patch. It's the best way to cover your face.
She can be a dwarf. Dwarves have beards. Everyone has beards.
Does anyone in the party have disguised self? Now would be a
How
good
about we
time.
just like teach her disguise self?
I mean, I'm not the one wanted by the law.
Here, have this spell totem. Read through it. Take a couple of hours.
Really think on it.
How do I do this?
She is. I mean, she's kind of trying to laugh at all this shit that's going on, but she's clearly just stressed.
If only I had prepared calm emotions.
Well,
Can I offer
Well,
her a
what if
lemon
you
square?
didn't.
Can I offer her a lemon square in this trying time?
So who are these? And she just kind of points to in the general direction of the circus troupe, and just kind of who are these people? Are they trustworthy? I don't know anything about.
God just looks at him.
Trustworthy as I've ever seen. I mean, at least the two that I knew.
It's the circus. They're family.
Wasn't there an incident with a circus, some sort of fiend turning everyone into zombies?
Sean, I swear to God,
Is that what kind of bullshit is that, Tay?
Oh,
that's some critical role.
Critical role
I see.
bullshit.
Okay.
I'm
First
just
arc bullshit.
being a fuckhead. I'm sorry. It's a constant fever dream.
That poor dwarven child. Okay, I'll just try and blend in, I guess. But all right. Hey, miss, do you have any tea or something? I'm kind of thirsty. And the receptionist, forgot her name, Fora. She.
Sephora.
Oh yes, of course. We got it. We got some. Let me go. Let me go put a kettle on. Just you sit tight. You guys want anything? And she just kind of gestures towards you all.
No,
Any
we're
tea?
on our
No?
way. See, thank
Who's-
you.
All right.
Who's gonna
All right,
stay
have
with
fun.
her?
And she dashes off to the back room.
I looked back at my notes and just remembered that you called the Thieves Guild Dispatch Mode.
Yes.
Sicko mode.
So
The gang goes shopping for a stranger.
But who's gonna stay with her?
I have no money, so I'll just stay with her. Okay, bye, Elusive.
Be safe.
all right.
Going to a department store, hold up an outfit. Oh my god, that color with her eyes. No, absolutely not.
All right. So we're gonna jump to Kai and the two NPCs.
The guards would see her coming a
NPCs.
mile away, honey.
So Kai, Kulon finishes his noodles and feeds some of them to Miss
Miss
Hamlet.
Hamlet.
Yeah, I would assume that he didn't get the pork bowl and got like a
Oh,
tofu
no.
or something.
He absolutely
Some
got
bean
something Miss
sprouts.
Hamlet can eat.
Yeah, with no moral objections.
Vegan. Fuck.
Kulon's the ultimate villain.
And he okay. So we gonna do some crime?
Oh god, I hate it when you put it like that. Zaxis, what was that plan you had about teleporting? Cause
It's it's kind of loud, a little bit.
wait, Kulon, don't you have your face up? Which one's quieter? Why is yours loud? What do you do?
I tried this out a while ago, and it was cool. But I just kind of, and I'm over there then. Like that's all there is to it.
But you're right, that's loud.
Yeah.
Kulon, you have whenever you teleport, it has like little leaves, you know? But you can only take yourself.
Yeah. Hold on. Taylor needs to look at Kulon's spells.
I'm
quick.
pretty sure he can only take himself. I only remember this from a session.
Yeah. And he doesn't have any other source of teleportation, so.
How about no? I can't think of a distraction other than you being kaboom and then teleporting into the office. I mean, I don't know how to get in there. I prefer not to break in, but that's wishful thinking at this point.
If only you had thieves' tools.
I have a lockpicking
Uh-huh.
set.
Hmm.
I
If
mean,
only somebody was a rogue.
Hmm.
I mean, unless you think Gob really wants to help, but I know
I
she was only interested in money, and I don't have any money.
Honest to God, would love to see Kai try to pick a lock with her fucking bear paw.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut your fucking mouth, Sean!
Bear paw? Did you mean tension wrench hand?
God damn all of you!
That's fair. I gotta figure the I don't know how grippy foot pads are for bears, but you know.
Well, I mean, okay. Well, I'd love to discuss the technicalities of picking locks
As a bear.
as a bear. Yeah, but
Zaxis.
yeah. What's up?
Oh god, I just had a horrible idea.
Well, it can't be any worse than a lot of the ideas that the group has had so far. So lay it on me, girl.
Oh no, it's bad. So you know how Gob likes to break into things and steal things? What if we did that? What if we try and ask her for help? And I know she only likes gold. I know that. So here's the bad idea part. We take some gold from the office. I hate myself for saying that out loud.
Rule breaker.
Yeah, that's the plan.
You know, we'll pitch the idea to her, and if she wants to take some gold, it's not going to be our doing. So I don't mind so much.
Okay. Are you sure the administrative building
No.
y'all went into had the papers that detail to Kulon's to your property value, if you want to call it that?
I don't think it detailed value, but it detailed
Who
things that
took it?
happened there. Like, yeah, they have documents on what happened, and apparently Donovan died. They found his body, and then they put the property up for auction, and someone bought it. But they wouldn't tell me who. So
Maybe it was a rich asshole. But
I said plot twist, it was Gob.
Cobb's a homeowner.
HGTV.
She wants to be.
Maybe homeowner
Well-
without the W and ER. Just homo.
Eh. On next episode of You Don't Deserve a Beach House.
I'm a guard for the military. And I handpick wands for wizard, and our budget is 15 million platinum.
I hate all of you. So, where do you think the whole gang is now? Because from what I remember, they had the horrible, horrible idea of trying to go into the rich neighborhood and stealing from people
Yeah.
with a dragonborn. No offense, Axis, but
Hey, I mean, I'm a tall guy. I get it.
You
Um,
are?
And Kulan's like, I bet they're rifling through a safe right now.
you think they're doing that? Which safe? Like, what do you think?
I don't know. Are we gonna go ask Gob or what?
You know what? Kulon. You want these papers. You make the decision. I am tired. Everything is settling into my bones. I'll let you make the decision here, bud. You wanna face step catch buildings on fire. We're not gonna actually do that. Don't think about it. Or we could get Gob, and I could give her my lockpicking set. All if she probably already has one. But you think Elusive? No, Elusive and her horns would be caught. You
Damn.
think half would get stealthy? You know? I mean, he's small. We can't use Sif unless he wants to be a distraction.
Hey,
Or
where
go
would
as-
they be?
That's a good question. Like I said, I only remember them
Um,
going to the rich neighborhood. So, do you want to
Well-
hope they're back at the cold fire?
I mean, we can go check it out before we go commit some breaking and entering.
They went off to Gallivant down the promenade.
Oh.
Shut up.
um.
Please
Cool
don't say
on.
that so loud. Let's just go in there and check it out. If they're not there, then we'll wander the city like lost ghost.
When you're walking out, Kulon kind of grabs your hand, Kai, your hand,
Oh,
and squeezes it and goes, Kai, I just need my man back.
I know.
That's no. That's the one priority.
Cool, and I
Just-
love you, but that's my bad hand. Please
Okay.
stop squeezing it.
And he just kind of like skips to the other side, grabs your bear paw, and starts skipping down the road.
Okay, dragging me with them.
Saxus is keeping up.
I hate my brain because when you said that's my bad hand, the first thing I could think of was that scene from Ed, Edd n Eddy where he's like, you're touching my udder.
I hate it! Ah!
So, so you guys go back to the Cold Fire Circus.
Oh, who's there? Is it just Elusive?
Well, I mean, you guys catch the gang rolling out from the circus, including Gob and Half. So it's timed up so that Elusive and Nora are back in the building itself, and as you're walking down the street, you see the other three just kind of walking around.
Oh, thank God, that was so much easier than I thought it was
Oh,
gonna
hey,
be.
guys.
And I'm gonna run up to them.
What's up? We're doing shopping.
Hey. Oh,
Oh,
great.
you're
Would you rather
shopping?
want to do crime?
I don't know
Well-
if this would be the best time for that.
I'm gonna look up at the sky. What time is it?
It's about noon.
I'm asking
And then I'm
you-
gonna look back down and be like, are you,
My schedule's looking pretty full. Can I pencil you in for maybe 3:30?
Hey, no
right
offense
now
to-
I'm in the middle of another crime, but
Oh, great.
afterwards, perhaps.
Well, it depends on when that's gonna end, because I sort of need you, specifically you and your little stealthy roguishness, you know?
Yes.
I love how
To keep
God pulls out
Belos
like a
okay.
personal planner and it just says crime on every single day.
Yeah.
Crime, crime, crime. I think I can pencil in some extra crime right here.
There's like a special slot every Thursday that says bake.
Yes.
My number one priority is booked right now.
Oh, God.
So does it has to be right now? I mean, right now isn't the best time to do whatever it is you're planning.
Kulan, do you think it'd be better to wait at night? People usually lock up their things at night.
I guess. Fine.
Do you-
Yeah, it can wait.
Okay, we'll wait till nighttime. Is that cool?
Oh
Yeah,
wait, but I'm
that's-
not happy about it.
Exactly. You can see
I'll
Kula just
join
kind of
you for
pouting.
night.
Nighttime, good. What are y'all? But what's your number one crime at the moment, by the way?
We're shopping so that we can get a fugitive out of the city.
Gotta say, big fan of arson.
Oh God, that doesn't sound like fun.
Oh, it's great fun.
I mean, we get to pick
Well,
out the
you
outfit.
can.
That's
You
fine.
don't have to join us. You
Yeah,
can
you
go
don't gotta
talk to
implicate
her.
yourself.
Who's her?
She's at
Nora!
the circus. Nora.
She's very lovely.
Oh. What's going? You know
She
what?
fits.
I'll
She
go
fits
af-
in the bag.
She. I'm sorry.
She can fit in
The
the bag.
bag.
She fits in the bag.
And Tom's gonna jostle the holding bag.
You put her in the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where else were
Oh.
we supposed to put her? We had to hide her. I was panicking.
I.
Zaxxus was actually the one to suggest it.
He wasn't
Oh.
even there.
I don't know how to react to that, but cool.
Oh yeah, I guess he wasn't there, was he? Oh well,
Whoops.
it's fine.
Well, I'm
You
gonna.
hear the spirit of Zaxxus go, "Put him in the bag. Put her in the bag."
It's only a plan Zaxxus could have failed of.
Stuff him in the fucking
Would
bag.
you like to go in the bag?
Me?
We should be careful. We don't need that thing ripping.
I
Hey,
could go into the
fuck
bag.
you just say?
Okay, have.
I can fit into the bag. You know
I
what?
go into
Fuck
the
y'all.
bag.
Okay, I'm gonna sit and keep walking. As they're
Anyways,
arguing.
have fun.
Okay, I'm gonna walk inside after that entire clusterfuck. And I'm half dying of suffocation in 10 minutes.
No, I'm
and
keeping a count. I'm gonna pop out with like at 8 minutes.
Well, I
Anyone
have to be the one to drag
Anyone
you out.
who's watching the stream, let's get art of the spirit of Zaxxus shouting, "Stuff her in the bag!"
All of you to assume we have fans.
It was an open call. Anyone who's watching now or in the future, in the past if they can.
But,
Well,
I want to go inside and check out this Nora chick and try and catch up on some of the details of what is happening.
okay. Well, Elusive and Nora are just kind of chilling.
Oh,
And-
Elusive, thank God. You're one of my favorites, you know that?
Elusive condoning crime. Egg, you're one of my favorites.
Guys, don't get in trouble with the law.
Kind, no.
Elusive, let's kill a man.
You know what I thought a fun pastime would be? Murder.
Let's fill Moomin Valley with crime.
Half. What do you have? A knife.
No!
I come bearing murder. Judith, no.
Elusive. No.
But, so, hi, I'm Kai. I'm gonna hope and pray to God you're Nora. What the fuck is happening?
She just kind of like looks around and then looks at Elusive and gives Elusive a look.
Thumbs up. Good.
Yeah, no, I'm with her. She's one of my favorites. Okay, I don't know what's happening. I've been lost. I've been dealing with things. I want to be filled in on some of the details at least. That sounds nice.
Okay. Well, to start, a lot is happening.
I guess that, yeah.
And I'm running away from my employers who are trying to kill me right now. That's about it.
Who
We're
are
caught
your
up.
employers? No, we're not caught up. Who are your employers? Why are they trying to kill you? I get it, you're trying to leave. I'll gladly help with that, but
And she kind of cocks her head to the side and then like looks around and then puts her hand above her head and lowers it a little bit and goes, let's bring it down. So
oh,
that
you mean you're trying to leave the city?
I
Guys,
she just kind of looks at Elusive and she
Alright. Kai? Kai?
What? Are you gonna fill me in on the
Punch her.
details?
I'm gonna kind
You
of
can try.
gonna put my hand in Kai's back and I'm gonna kind of try to lead her out of the building.
I'm gonna dig my feet
Kai,
in.
let's
What the
commit
fuck?
robbery, breaking an entry. Also, Kai. Oh, you're trying to escape the city.
Kai?
The double
you put it lightly?
standard.
Please
If
tell
you
me
don't
what's
shut the fuck
happening.
up,
I will shut the fuck up when I know what's happening.
if you don't shut the fuck up, I will make you shut the fuck up.
You can fucking try.
Girl, why are you so mad?
I'm just a little stressed at the moment.
Okay. We're just trying to help this lady. She's in a bad situation. She wants to tell you she can, but quite frankly, it isn't really your business.
Bitch! Are you fucking kidding me? It's none of my business?
No. It really isn't.
Oh my god, I'm fucking leaving. I'm done with this shit. Later, and I walk out.
Cool.
Meanwhile, Kulon and Zaxxas are just kind of in the room chilling.
Like, hi, I'm Zaxxas. This is Kulon.
And this is Miss Hamlet.
Do the Axis and Kulon follow me? Because if not,
Vex
then...
is still on Nora's shoulders, or near Nora, by the way.
Okay. I mean, Kulon and Zaxxas are still chilling inside, so they don't know that you left.
Okay, I'm...
Yo, Kulon and Zaxxas be like,
Did everyone try the chicken? I thought the chicken was lovely.
oh god.
I wanna walk through. I wanna walk to my safe place,
Okay.
and I don't want to enter. I just wanna, with my hood down, with my hood up, not down, my hood covering my features. I just wanna watch her through the window, you know.
Okay. Yeah, she's sitting at the desk. It's about midday, so she's sitting at the desk as a few customers are browsing, perusing the shelves.
Shut up! Ah! There's an alleyway nearby. Kai's just gonna duck into it and start crying near one of the trash cans.
Oh my god.
She's gonna sit on the floor near the trash can and start
It's like
sobbing.
a drunk sorority girl without any of the booze.
Yeah. This is what happens when Kai is sober. Oh my god.
I want to drink so bad.
She's going through withdrawal. Oh my god.
Actual alcohol addict.
Oh goodness.
She's sitting near the trash can, sobbing with her fancy hood.
Oh,
Yeah.
hold on. Because I am terrible and didn't have this actually like available, I found some references for the girl.
For Nora, my new mom.
Oh.
Gob was interested
Really?
before, but now she's really
Oh my
interested.
god! She's hot!
He's hot.
Oh no, she's hot!
What's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's
I think you should have clarified this before.
Uh-oh,
Well,
Indy.
Uh-oh, sisters. Now, is it my internet, y'all think? What's the tea? What's happening? Okay, okay. My internet is limited. Okay. It's really just like unfortunate. What if I connect to the shittier internet? You think that'll work? Let's see, gamers.
Indeed.
I
Hey.
mean the white-haired woman.
What? Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. All right. So
Kai sobbing in the alleyway.
so you're away from everyone else.
Yeah,
and
sobbing.
Kulon and Zaxxas are just chilling with Nora right
Talking
now.
about the chicken.
Yeah.
That was the chicken.
And Elusive, where are you going?
I mean, I was just gonna stay in the place. Like,
Okay. So you walk back in, and Kulon and Zaxxas
I don't have
are
any
now.
money. I can't do anything.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, Nora's just kind of chilling, and then eventually, the tea comes, and
Spill it,
She-
sis.
pulls her cloak and starts sipping the tea.
But when will she start spilling the tea?
Well, she starts telling Kulon and Zaxxas what she told you guys,
Oh.
catching them up in very hushed tones.
If only Kai had not blown a fuse.
It's okay. Kulon knows, so Kai will know eventually. But you guys are gonna go shopping, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
The cheapest.
We're finding like fucking
Clothing.
Salvation
Yeah.
Army.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a
All right.
Goodwill, you know.
So what are you looking for? Like, kind of make this disguise. Like, just kind of sell it to me, and
Well,
then
let's
I'll
get some
put
pants
prices.
for the
looking
woman.
for-
Loose fitting clothes.
Brent but woman.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Just basic ass clothes that like I see as I'm walking towards the street, like what I see people wearing.
A
I'm
person
like,
you would
yes,
completely
one.
just look over.
that one.
Oh.
Ooh, those pants.
Just a sum average of what people on the street are wearing.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're in the high end district. We can't afford Gucci.
Yeah.
No, you're not. You were by the cold fire.
Yeah, I know. I'm just being a bitchhead.
I mean, you're close to it, ish.
You might find some Gucci thrift shop finds.
Yeah, you go north to the merchant district, and you find some you find a loose fitting shirt, you find an overshirt as well, a cloak on top of that, and then you find a hood that functions pretty well.
She gets some lingerie so that she's not wearing the fucking brothel uniform.
Can we get some pants for the woman, please?
Are they
Um,
gonna look underneath her clothes? I think she'll be fine.
I don't fucking know.
Actually, on your way over, you saw some people wearing some.
Huh?
Mm.
Hello? What? Okay. You find some people wearing some like pretty large brimmed hats to block the sun, and you feel like that might be a little bit less conspicuous than trying to go through a guard checkpoint in a deep hood. So
Do I find a fake beard?
Do they have a Halloween costume section?
I'll say you find a pretty cheap wig that you think you can repurpose into a beard
Okay.
with the things inside of Sif's disguise kit.
Okay.
You basically have some spirit glue. But yeah, you get a wig for like 2 silver. It's not a quality wig, but it's enough to.
Gob is paying for this all. How much is it in total?
It's like a gold.
Okay.
You go find some cheap shit. You go in all the bargain bins that you can find.
And the name of the place is Salvation Sensation.
Hate
Shut
that,
up.
actually.
Salvation Armada.
Platoon.
Platoon.
Hold on, wait. We can do better than this.
What's a synonym for salvation that starts with P?
Don't fail me now, Thesaurus. The
Palvation.
pardon platoon.
Yes.
Perfect.
So, you find a general disguise. You try and make her not hot. Is
Mm.
basically what's happening.
Oh no, she's not hot.
She's perfect.
she's perfectly normal. Hi, how
So
are you?
then
Hi,
she-
how are you?
Okay, so what you're gonna do when we get to the gates? You're gonna talk like this. You're gonna.
She's just
"Hey,
gonna
hey,
look
how are
like
ya?"
the fucking Jack Sparrow impersonator. That's just gonna look like.
Basically. But go ahead and roll me whoever's going to be doing the disguising on her face.
I suppose that'd be me.
Yusuf, you're the one with the disguise kit, are you not?
Okay, hold on. Let me click this real quick. Okay, so go ahead and use the disguise kit once on intelligence to see how well you can think of a way to make this wig into a beard.
So I click disguise kit.
Yeah, and then it'll ask you for a skill. Like, which skill are you using to do this?
then I'll
It'd
also
be
do-
intelligence just to kind of like formulate a plan.
Gotcha.
I'm scared. Oh.
Okay. Oh
Nice.
yeah, no, you figure out a way pretty well. You have a way to dab on the spirit glue, and just enough to put a little tiny pinch of hair. So you push it on there, and then you spread your fingers out. You think that'll work? Let's go ahead and see if it does. Go ahead and roll disguise kit with dexterity.
I'm also doing guidance.
Okay.
God. Oh, God.
Feel free to help out, guys.
Yeah, okay, here.
Yeah, honestly. Whew.
it's a patchy beard, but it's still a beard.
Passable. Early adolescent beard.
Yeah. It kind of looks like, if you get close, it looks like a beard with mange.
Oh!
It's like you stick the clumps on and you don't spread it out, so it looks like, you know how Barbie hair is like kind of in those very thin little circles,
Yep.
inside of the head, and then it just kind of spreads out later. It's kind of like that, but on a larger
It's like
scale.
when you get an image of what you want to draw in your head, and then you go to draw it, and it's like a stick figure.
And we can't
kind of.
fix this, huh?
I mean, you can add. Someone else can like be adding more glue onto it and kind of layer it up. So if someone else wants to do just a,
I was
generic-
hoping Nora would help me out a little bit.
She can't see her own face.
Nora was
You know?
the one to suggest it.
There's gotta be a mirror here. There's a bathroom.
It's
Yeah.
her wig.
She'll just kind of like,
Pull out
after
a
you're done.
compact.
Yeah, she'll pull out a compact and just kind of like, oh,
The beard
Is
was
there-
your idea.
is there more wig?
Quick,
I'm hesitant.
everybody
then-
take turns.
Is there more wig?
I'm gonna help.
You
I
think there's enough wig for one more attempt?
Oh, but I.
Do you
Who's
want to do
attempting
it?
it, or
You
am
do
I
it, you do
attempting
it,
it?
you do it, Hef. Do it, do it, do it.
I don't know what I'm rolling. I don't know what I'm rolling.
Just a generic dexterity check, not a saving
Yeah.
throw. Yeah, it's not so hard to like patch it up afterwards, because all you're doing is kind of filling in the gaps. Right.
I'm a
up there.
dragonborn. I don't grow facial hair. I don't know what it looks
Yeah, why
like.
did we let the Dragonborn do the facial hair part of this?
And you can kind of like look at it and tell where like the shorter hairs that you were just applying kind of stop, and if you want, you can go ahead and like chop off the long beard, the long bits of the beard, because it just looks like a hermit beard right now.
Yeah, I'm making this.
It's
Trim it up.
thick around the face and then kind of spindly.
Nora's gonna look so good after this.
You shape up the
No, the
beard to look
point
like
is
a
to make
normal.
her look ugly. You're doing it wrong.
My bad. The beard is pristine. The rest of her not so much. That's not suspicious.
Gob is gonna go out and get some dirt and just like rub it on the clothes.
Okay. All right. You think it's perfect. Perfectly average in appearance. She even like kind of before putting on the beard, she wipes the makeup off of her face, and then like kind of redoes highlighting and puts some blush on her nose and stuff, and it makes things
A little more
shaped a little
convincing.
off. Yeah.
This is my own.
So like it's not perfectly symmetrical, you know. Her features are a
Modelized.
little bit, obscured. But just like, oh, okay, are we doing this?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I have a plan.
Okay, what is it called?
If they start asking questions, one of us should do a distraction.
I mean,
What's
I
it?
was just we could say we're visiting family outside the wall.
We could also use religious reasons as a reason. That's what we did last night.
Okay.
Is it what? Give me the story for that.
So in the middle of the night, Kulan and Kai woke me up, said we're going to go grave rob, and then Kulan was like, I'm practicing religious reasons, and that's why we left the city. Pretty easy.
Yeah, the
Okay.
guards were like, "Stop! Why are you leaving? It's like it's the middle of the night." It's like, religious reasons.
So making a religious pilgrimage
Yeah.
to that tavern.
We'll just
Oh,
say we're
God.
going back to our tavern, alright?
Okay.
Yeah, easy peasy.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll let you guys do the talking and kind of wander around.
That's
And
apparently
sure enough,
sick.
she points you to this district down here. So
Where? Sorry. I have no character sheet. Okay.
southwest of the town.
Character sheet was
This
blocking.
way.
Yeah, this way over here. And she she kind of says, "Okay, it should be this way. Past this gate, a little to the right after a few blocks."
Let's go.
Go, go, go.
And sure enough, there's a little bit of traffic getting out of the gate because the guards are in fact stopping and asking some questions. As you're leaving
Is
the town.
Alyssa coming with us?
Yes.
Okay.
How about Kulan and Zaxus?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Elusiv's hood is down, by the way.
Kai's
Just like-
just still sobbing in the alleyway.
Inconspicuous.
I'm gonna make it with prestidigitation that
Okay.
she smells
Mm-hmm.
a bad odor.
Okay. I mean, if that's your prerogative.
A stinky. She's very
She's
stinky.
just got some serious BO.
Yeah.
Hasn't
she's-
bought a stick of deodorant in her fucking life.
Yeah.
Just
Sorry.
rolling around in
Smells
fucking
like
cow
he was
pads.
in mud. It's just
This
nasty.
is our grandpa. He's very nasty. We have to take him home. He got lost
He's
in
a
the
nasty
city.
boy.
He has Alzheimer's, and sometimes he thinks he's a pig, and he'll go roll around with the pigs.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
Well,
gotta,
Has
we gotta
that
shout.
all
We gotta shout,
happening?
Suey, to get him to come in for dinner.
you get to the gate, and sure enough, the two guards kind of, one stands in front of you, and the other kind of walks beside you and looks you up and down, just kind of, all right, why are you leaving the city?
We're going to the tavern outside the walls.
And he kind of looks you up and down, and then he holds out a hand. He goes, I might be able to let this pass.
You might.
Slap his hand. High five him.
High five.
Can I cast thaumaturgy?
My
to
God, that was the
rounds down?
crispest high five I've ever had in my life. You're free to go.
All right. Why are you going to a tavern outside the city? We've got plenty inside.
Had an old friend there that I'd like to visit.
And he holds out his hand again.
This
It's
time,
kind of
half jumps up and gives him a high five.
Well, if you can't give me a good reason, then I guess I'll have to
Have,
Oh.
if
What do you
If
mean a
there
good
gives a high
reason? Are we
five,
not
like,
allowed to leave the city?
I'll
Is
flip.
there
Well, I
something
mean,
going
I
on?
will flip a gold over to him.
And he
No.
catches it and goes, "All right, well, have fun with your friend at the tavern," and just kind of points you out, and then it's clear that they're doing this to pretty much everyone
Line their
that comes
pockets.
there. Yeah, and they're just lining their pockets.
Yo, is that the Riften guards, dude?
God, it really is.
It's Riften boys.
Oh.
As they're all like walking out, Kai picks herself back up in a mess and walks
know-
back to the coal fire to sleep
Oh,
alone.
you know
probably.
what I could have done?
Guys, you know I could have just cast a thaumaturgy and like made a loud noise or something.
Shit.
You could have, but you didn't.
I tried and
And now Sif is
Wait.
missing a gold coin. Look
I
what
could
you've
have made a
done.
gold coin with prestidigitation and just give it to him. We'll keep that in mind for next time.
Well, here we go. Hold on, wait. God, I hate it so much.
It needs to happen.
But I mean, these guards are clearly just doing their job, wanting to line their pockets while they do it. And you make your way outside of the town, well, outside of the walls at least. And eventually, all of you but Kai arrive at a place called the Manticore's Tail.
Oh, I ripped off a
Ooh.
manticore's
That's a
tail
name
once.
I can get behind. What kind of tales does a manticore have to share?
Who knows? That's the question, isn't it? And hold on, let me get all you guys,
I mean,
all
that
your
is the
little.
question. That's what I asked.
That's how you drag a token out. There we go.
Oh no.
No, it's just because I have the, like, I didn't want you guys to see all of the map at the same time because there's several layers.
Hmm.
Like, I have all 3 layers of the tavern, on a map, and I just have the dividing lines, so I have to enforce line of sight. What's poppin'?
I'm just memeing.
Uh-huh. There you go. Okay. I'm just gonna put you guys all in there. It should be the top third of the map. I don't know if you guys can see all of it.
I
shit.
I
can't
can't
see
see
shit.
nothing.
What the fuck? Roll 20. Why?
There's nothing.
Try reloading.
Quick,
I-
roll a perception check. See if you see through the darkness.
Did I lose my other eye?
Oh,
Help!
shit.
I mean, it should be like there
On the
should
way
be
in, Gov gets Half gets poked in the eye.
like
with a
not
sharp
even on the
stick.
top third.
No,
Nope.
literally
fuck.
nothing.
It's all black.
Okay. Hold on. Let me fix it then. I can do this the old-fashioned way.
Excuse me.
Excused.
Thank you.
Okay. Then I'm gonna reveal this little bit. Oh shit. Where? Okay. There we go. And then we're gonna take line of sight off because this program is buggy as hell apparently.
Oh, ah! Hey! Hi! What a lovely
What a lovely
tavern.
place
the whole
you got here.
squad's here.
Wow.
Oh,
Kai,
oh,
when did you
oh.
get here?
Can't all use the brains.
I
can't
was
all use the
crying
brains
and I
all at once.
teleported.
The powers of sheer sorrow.
But as they're doing that,
gang.
I want to go, whenever I'm making sure everyone's leaving, and I make sure I'm not much of a mess, I'm gonna walk into the Lullaby Library and just chat with, my fam.
Oh wait, did I put you guys? I sure did put you guys on the map layer.
Ooh,
God damn it.
I love being a part of the map.
Yeah, I was like, why can't I move?
It's a Sif statue, just right there.
Sif, they're a big
You know,
fan.
Come to think of it,
Who isn't?
that's probably why you guys couldn't see the top layer. Fuck. God damn it. Oh,
Okay.
man.
Tay, you're
I
so
know.
valid.
Where's
Damn
the
it.
entrance Does Nora have a token?
No, Nora
This is
doesn't
the
have a token.
entrance.
I'm in the bushes crying.
Yeah, right here's the entrance right
I'm
there.
with Gob, you know.
But it's a pretty nice place.
I'm her bodyguard if you haven't noticed.
You're my bodyguard?
Yeah, I'm your bodyguard.
Okay.
I don't know if you've
Um,
seen, but that tiny man can throw some big punches.
That's fair.
And immediately on entry, she walks up to the counter and waves and says, "Hey, can I get a few rooms? I think we'll need what?
2.
She's doing the math.
How many beds do you have in a room?" And the man behind the counter, is kind of, well, we've got 4 beds in one, 3 beds in another. I guess we do have 2 rooms with 4, a queen size. We've got, what do you need? She goes, well, we got 7. Is Kai coming?
I don't know. Well, I actually didn't see anything. That happened while we were shopping. Never mind.
Last I saw of her, she was sobbing in the trashy alleyway outside. I don't know what's wrong with her.
That's actually a good question, Nora. Where the hell is Kai?
Just get her in bed just in case.
Oh, okay. 8. Yeah. All right. I mean, you're kind of renting out the 2 common rooms, but that's okay. We'll call it a gold per bed. He goes, oh, okay. It's so 8. Hey, Gob, I think I gave you my coin purse, didn't I?
Yes. I was gonna reach into the bag of holding.
Never seen Gob so forthcoming with money. It must be because it's a hot woman.
A woof. And yeah, her bag of coins comes out, and it looks like it's mostly gold with a few platinum in there, and some silver, sprinkled in there as well.
I was gonna put 5 gold down.
Okay. All right, we're still missing 3. Anybody else want to pay for their stay, or are we just renting one room?
I'll throw a gold in there.
I'll toss a gold.
in there.
Alright.
What's 51 minus 4, guys?
Kulan literally outturns his pockets. Just
47.
47, thank you. I can't do that.
But yeah, you guys get out enough coinage to rent the rooms,
I'm gonna hand her gold back to what she handed me.
and he has to go to the back room and come back with the keys that are kind of dusty, and he blows them up.
Kai?
Are you okay?
in the background, you just hear. Go on!
I'm just fucking around. I'm sorry. I'll leave. There she goes.
I'll leave.
She
Oh, there
goes.
she goes.
Ah! I didn't do that.
Who knows what terror the Dark Knight holds?
But oh my god. Yeah, and he just kind of says, "All right, it's gonna be first and room behind the stairs. Those are yours."
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And let me do this whole polygon reveal bullshit.
Oh boy, I'm ready for the big reveal.
Yeah, I know, right? Just there's a bunch of rooms, and hold on, fuck. Move character sheets. I can't draw.
You have character sheets?
Get out the goddamn
Yeah, I have them up for quick reference for you guys. Common areas and your rooms. There we go.
Nice.
So we got 1 bed, 2 bed,
Oh, Kai.
3 bed.
Fancy meeting you here.
One.
Kai, when did you get here?
Oh wait, shit! I highlighted the wrong room, but it's okay because that's a common room anyways.
Why is
You're
Kai
just-
dead
she's
now?
dead.
What?
Things are happening.
Ghetto.
There we go. Okay. That's the room with 4. But you have your rooms. There's one room open with 3 beds near the stairs, and there's some latrines and some baths and stuff. But Nora just kind of, okay, I'm just gonna, and she takes one of the bedspreads and puts it over the window, ties it to the rail up there, and just kind of says, okay, I'm comfortable here if you guys want to do whatever you need to do.
What time is it?
It's probably after shopping, getting the disguise, and getting out there. It's probably about 3 in the afternoon.
Are you sure you're okay on your own?
I mean, I'm gonna have to be.
I mean, I've been in a similar situation, so if you need anything else, just don't hesitate to ask.
Okay, I won't. Don't worry. um, but I think I need to rest for a little bit, so I'm gonna be in here.
Okay. Com's gonna walk out of the room and approach Sif and be like, I don't, I don't want to leave her on her own. It seems like a bad idea.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen some of the people you've gotten work from. They've got resources.
I mean, I didn't trust her employer either, but you don't trust anyone in my line of work.
Oh no! Hold on. Oh shit! I've got to fix this. My my OCD. No.
What happened, Day? Is it
I'm sorry.
this?
God, what's
There
happening?
we go. The little blue grid was mismatched.
Oh my god.
No, damn it!
You can do this.
Oh
you
God.
got this.
I don't have any blank space on this map to click.
So who's gonna
There we
stay
go.
watching
Okay.
Nora?
There we go. Okay, I think I fixed it.
Kai's
who's
ghost is
elusive
haunting
will-
us all.
Ooh.
I'm
Ooh.
Dun, got any alcohol?
Shut the fuck up!
Who's the
I
least
need
stuffy of us all?
wine. You hear the clacking of armor, but ethereally.
I'm outside your window, bitch. Say something else.
Ghost of Morley.
You don't know it's our window. Shit's
Um,
covered.
no, actually, this one's covered over here.
That's what I thought.
I'm standing in front of it, covering it.
Oh, you know, yeah, hey guys.
Why does it look like scaly ass cheeks pressed against that window up there?
Bite my shiny silver
My-
ass.
Okay, so who's
Um,
the
Oh,
least
that's
stealthy?
copyrighted.
So, Kai, what are you doing? Are you still just spying on your old friend?
I mean, if the shop's empty, when it gets closer to night, I want to just go in and talk to her, and maybe, if she's sympathetic enough, stay the night with her. Because I have no idea where these fuckers are.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless Kulon's like, where the fuck is she? And then,
I
and then
mean,
he gets lost.
Kulon absolutely will do that. So, who's wanting to go back into town with Kulon to look for Kai?
Well, I was gonna say, like, for whatever the spy mission that Kai has going on for me, I think everyone besides Kai herself is suitable for that. So if we could find her and convince her to stay here, keep an eye on Nora, and I could leave Vex here just to keep an eye out.
I could stay here until y'all come back with Kai.
I would like to stay here. I don't want to talk to Kai. She's scary right now. I think she's sober.
She's sober, so she's scary.
Dear God.
She's sober. Oh fuck. Oh god.
Kai just has some anger issues. It's fine. I've dealt with it before. So you guys are staying here?
You guys come back to the city a week later and
Yes,
find out
yeah.
Gob died.
Yeah,
God.
I'll stay with Elusive and Nora.
Okay, I'm gonna leave Vex with you, and Vex is gonna hop on half shoulders.
Oh my god, he's speaking up.
I'm jealous.
He loves the cat. Oh my god.
So if you need help, just shoot Vex, and she'll come to me.
I love you. That was directed to Vex.
Oh, so you don't love Gob?
I love you, God!
Alright, gang, let's roll out.
Like the second
Autobots
sneakiest dude is staying
transform and
behind.
roll out.
This will be fine.
I'm not sneaky, but I'm clever.
So I know Kulon and Gob are. Elusive's scared.
Sif is going. I trust Sif
Yeah.
with my life.
Also,
I
I
don't know,
wanted to talk to
Zaxxas
the
would want
lady.
to come. I know Sonic wanted to do a thieving with Gob.
Yeah, this is
What
Okay.
man?
Bonding-
If only he was awake,
Yeah.
so that he could thieve with Gob. Let me at him real quick and just see what
Huh.
happens.
Wait,
He
you-
also
I
had
swear to
his own
God, if he
teleportation
jolts out
plan.
of bed and jumps on,
My thieving.
Wait, are you guys gonna come back? With
gotta be
Kai?
gay and do crime.
I don't know what's
Yeah,
happening.
we're gonna
Let's just
come.
like
We're
give it a
gonna
sec.
find Kai first, and then we're gonna come back.
All right, that's when I'll
Okay.
regroup and be sneaky with y'all. I want my thieving mission with Gob too, okay?
So wait, Kai, who all went
He's
to...
online.
He's what?
I swear
I
to
just called
fucking
him!
God.
I just called him and then I hung up halfway. I was like, this is not it.
J-
If he's online,
Give
I'm
it a
gonna
minute.
fuck shit.
Yeah, it's probably because you called him that he's online.
Just wait.
If you can read this message. But so you go
Kulon
into
knows.
town.
Kulon has a feeling. He would know where
I'm
it might be.
casting message everywhere, in every direction for Kai. Just being like, Kai, is that you? You could respond to this.
Kai, please, we miss you. We
We're
have
going into the town just like every once in a while because
can
it
respond
has
to
a
this message.
pretty. It has like 100 feet, I think. So if I ever get 100 feet within her, she would have been able to get it.
I mean, Kulon, I believe, has gone to the library with you, right?
Yeah, he
Okay.
has. That's the whole point.
So
I
it doesn't.
bet
It
that
doesn't
fucking
take too
nerd's
long.
at the library.
I'll say, Kai, you go back to the circus to
Oh.
try to the circus troupe to try and find where your friends were, and they're like not there at all. Which is when you're like, well, I guess I don't know where I'm sleeping.
Except I would have tried and slept with Ashton at the Lullaby Library.
Yeah. And when you're in there talking with Aston, just saying like, hey, I might need a place to stay. Kulon burst through the door like, Kai!
Not so fast.
Kai, you can respond to this message.
I'm responding. You're right here.
Kulon immediately
found
just
you.
like sets Hamlet down, and she runs behind him, and he runs over and just hugs you and goes, I miss you.
Oh, Kai's gonna do that thing where it's like like with the arms, and then wraps them around. Cause she fuck hug. Oh, okay.
fuck hug?
Fuck
You
off.
can't do that.
That's not.
We're in a library.
Shut the fuck up, Sean.
You said it, not me.
You shut the fuck up, Sean.
Kids, don't make me come back there.
She's sober. You need to be
I
calm
will
with
turn
her.
this session around.
So you guys find Kai. Oh God. Rest in peace, Reggie.
Ooh, Nintendo Reggie.
It's been taken over by Bowser.
Hi, Kai. We had some things to discuss about things that you wanted me to do.
Oh,
Ashton's
yeah.
kind of. So want me to get your bed ready, or?
No, she's got a bed. Everything's fine. I'm gonna start
Oh.
leading Kai outside.
I'm gonna like dig my feet in the heels, like try and slow it
Okay.
down and be like,
I'm pushing as well. Behind Gob.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'll see you, I love you, I'm sorry. And
Oh,
then we
it's so
walk
good to
away.
meet your friends. Bye, Kai.
Oh, that
I
guy.
paid a bed for you.
Okay, I get that.
You're gonna sleep in that bed and you're gonna fucking like it.
I'm sorry, I didn't know where you were. I
Okay,
was just visiting an old
now
friend.
that we're outside
Crying
in
in
the
an alleyway.
public, let's discuss crime.
Crime. Okay.
So, here's what I'm thinking. You're not a very stealthy individual.
I know, I just need to give you a plan and you can edit it to your liking.
Okay, so if you just tell me what's going on, and I'll bring some pals, and then if you could do me a favor by keeping an eye out on Nora.
Oh. Fair enough, trade.
What kind of reaction
Okay.
is that, Kai?
It's been one hell of a day.
Uh-huh.
But basically, the details is that we do need to get Kulon in there as well. We went to the administrative office, and he was looking for files on who took his property from him or who bought it, apparently. And, well, the lady apparently was bullshit, full of bullshit. Those weren't my words, those were his.
Sounds like Kulon, yes.
Yes. But
So breaking and entering.
yeah, and we need Kulon so we can find the files, but I don't really trust him on finding the right files.
Sounds
No
easy enough.
offense. I love you, but and
Oh my god, we're stealing paper!
Seth, shut the fuck. But I just appear. So basically, yeah, I need that. If you're willing to take the job.
Sure.
Cool, great. Do you have a lockpicking set of any sorts, by the way? I bet you already do.
I'm just gonna look
You
at
could
Kai.
You could shake her sleeve, and there'd be about 40 fucking lockpicks that fall out of just the left arm.
I'm just gonna look at Kai and be like, have we met before?
Hi,
I'm-
my name's Gob, Grand Thief Supreme.
I'm just tired, okay? And I want to get this over with. If you need me, I guess I'll be watching Nora.
Okay.
I don't like what's
But-
happening.
Well, I mean,
Please-
we're gonna walk back with you because I want the tiny one on this mission.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. I don't think you should take the dragons or Lusa though for height and horns.
Well, Sniff is a sneaky individual.
Oh,
He's
Sniff.
white.
Oh,
He's
Sniff.
very, very bright white and dark.
You'd be
I
surprised.
take much umbrage to that. I'm silver.
He's
Fuck you.
silver. That's even worse. You glow in the dark, basically, you dumb fuck.
Jesus.
Whoa! Watch your fucking
She's
language.
sober, guys.
hostility.
Language.
All right, Kai. Listen, I know you have some anger
A
issues,
light
and I'm gonna
tap on the
start
head with the
rubbing,
torchlight
start
stab.
rubbing her
Be like,
shoulders, and be like, "Listen, I'm doing this for you. So if we could just relax, we're all calm here, aren't we?
No, we're not. I'm
No.
not.
Is
calm.
everything okay? What's wrong?
Not okay. Not Is this okay? I don't want
This
to
is
be
not
here.
my area of expertise. Kulan can offer you a hug.
He is the resident emotional support, Eladrin.
Let's just go to the tavern and I'll keep an eye on Nora, please. I don't want to be here.
Is
It'll
You
get
know
you
what?
out of the
Yeah,
town if
let's go.
that's anything to look forward to.
It is. Thank you.
By the way, I'm not paying the gold on the way out.
I'm doing
2 gold is
the
way
trick.
more than I want to spend.
I'm doing the trick. The prestidigitation trick.
By the way, Nora, I never got details on why as of Nora is or fugitive.
Well, long story short, she was working, funnily enough, the same brothel that Elusive's mom works at.
Worked. Past tense.
Okay.
Worked at.
It's a good thing Elusive's not there. Whew.
And
Really?
Elusive at the fucking tavern just gets a twang of like, I'm really fucking pissed off right now.
and she was working with a bad guy who's got his finger in a lot of pies. And so when she found out some things that weren't
Meant for her
necessarily
eyes.
for her, she had to run. So that's
Oh,
where we're at right now.
great. Okay.
I
Yeah.
mean,
I'll
have you
keep an eye on
met her?
Mm.
I'm so glad that you are the one to be able to get to use that. I have been holding on to that for so long, waiting for the time to use it.
I love that gif. I'm sorry. It caught me off guard.
Fucking Sentai, dude.
Anyways, um, I sort of met her, and then I sort of snapped at her, and I'm not having the best of days.
You should
I-
probably apologize to her
I
when
will.
we get back.
I was mean to Elusive. I'm sorry.
I don't know that we're the ones you should be apologizing to.
I know. I'm sorry. I don't want to. The sooner we get out of this town, the sooner I'll feel better. But thank you for coming to find me, and thank you for doing this for me, Gob. It actually means a lot. I'm sorry.
No problem. For a friend, right?
For a friend. Yeah.
Didn't you just like the last day say that you and Kai weren't friends?
We're bonding!
Okay.
It's called character growth. Look it up.
It's just so funny, Gob. We're not friends, Gob. We're friends.
To be fair, she's pretty fickle. Took
Yeah.
a lot longer for her to call me a friend.
Like the sea.
So, shortly after that, you guys approach the gate. You have a heartfelt talk that has pretty personal details while strolling through the city.
Yeah. No one pays attention. That's fine.
It's just
And-
idle chatter.
There were about like 7 moments where the equivalent in this universe of, and they were roommates, would have been made.
So they got some Vine content.
You're welcome. But yeah, you guys make it back to the gate, and those same guards seem to still be on shift, and they look at you and go, "All right, what's your business past the gate?" And once again, he holds out his hand. The same routine.
Oh, the same song and dance.
Is that legal, what you're doing?
Making sure that no criminals leave the city. Yeah,
That's
it's
their
legal.
job, Kai.
Seems like you're asking for a little more than that.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Gob. Could you mean, I covered it last time. Gob? Oh god, she's gone! God!
No.
Look
She's
around
dead.
here!
Hello.
Hello, totally been here the whole time.
I'm gonna I'm gonna hand the fake gold into his hand.
Roll me a deception check.
This feels like nothing.
Guidance! Guidance! Guidance!
Where's my deception?
Is
Am I
that
blind?
normally
There it
In
is.
part of-
alphabetical order.
That's
There
Shane.
it
I
is.
got. Oh.
He looks at it, opens his pocket, and puts it in. All right.
Thank you, kind
Enjoy
sir.
your business.
Once we're
Keep
comfortably
doing
far
a
away
good
from the
job.
guard, Gob's getting a high five.
Did
Also,
they
I'll
do
be
that
right
to
back, I
y'all
gotta
last
pee.
time?
They sure
They
did.
sure did.
It's
Mm.
okay, I learned a few magic tricks.
Oh, what did you do?
Gonna cast it again so that several coins appear in my hand. And then make it go away.
Oh, that's cool. Congrats. That's really good. You're good.
Oh, Kai.
So, what are you guys doing tonight? That's the. You make it safely to the tavern, to the
Yeah.
Manticore's Tail
I'm gonna leave Kai.
that I
Swap out
shamelessly
Kai
ripped
with
from the
half.
Thinking if,
Doing fucking
when we
party
go,
switches.
Yeah.
I'm thinking when we go back, maybe take a different exit entrance. We're going in, not out.
Okay.
Lots of back and forth, and I don't know when the shifts change.
Swap out Kai with half. Saxes can come. Elusive can. Actually, Elusive can stay. But Saxes can come if he wants to.
If
And
only
Kulon
Sonic
has
were
to
awake.
come.
Is it the horns? Be honest.
It's the
It is
horn.
the
Yeah.
horns.
I can come home. It's okay.
Who?
She's
Elusive.
super sensitive about her horns.
Elusive Hun, I'm sorry, but really, your horns.
Whatever.
I'm sorry.
If it's any consolation, I think your horns are great, just not for this particular application.
Exactly.
You also don't have any magic that could be of assistance.
What?
Elusive pointing
Magic?
at half.
I've
He
got
doesn't have
magic.
magic either.
And then I have
I
magic,
have
and
a
she pulls
lot
out a
of
deck of
magic.
cards.
Actually,
My
Elusive.
magic is powerful, okay?
Elusive.
Literally, I have a
please-
spell that can make a sphere of darkness.
Well, if only we knew about that.
Yeah, well, we didn't know about that.
you're still talking with her. She
In
can tell
character.
you.
Elusive Hun, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I need you here if we're gonna watch a Benora.
Okay. I've been
Um,
babysitting this lady for all day.
It's a tavern, you can get some booze.
I'm sorry for snapping at you.
Oh, did you finally get a drink?
No. What? Why?
You're at a tavern.
I haven't gotten a drink.
Huh.
I don't have any money.
The possibility is there.
Cops is doing a thumbs up in the background.
Wait, let me check something real quick.
God's
Okay.
pulling up receipts.
Yeah. So so what's going on? Who's going where?
Who's going where? Doing what?
I'm gonna walk out and be like, whoever wants to come, you can come.
I'm following Gob.
Besides Kai, and I'm gonna put Vex on Kai's lap and be like, if
Oh.
something happens, Vex, and she'll come to me.
Oh, I don't know if I have the heart to shoot. I can try. He seems so sweet.
Go on, get. They seem sweet.
Vex uses all pronouns, excuse you.
I'm sorry.
You're right. Alright, I'm a fool.
And I'll also be checking in every once in a while, and you'll know that it's me because I'll slap you. And then I'm gonna walk out.
Fair?
It's an experience.
Oh.
The
So
cat
wait,
just runs up, is just
hold
like,
on. Is this the only cat in the world that doesn't scratch people whenever you rub their belly?
Yes.
Yes.
Thea doesn't scratch me when I scratch your belly. Thea fucking loves that shit. She'll walk up to me and flop on her back and just be like,
I hate to
"Pet me,
tell you
bitch."
this, Sean, but
Yeah,
your
it's
cat's a familiar for someone else.
No, she's my familiar. You hear that, you stupid fuck? Don't yawn at me. Bitch.
Solitaire's
you.
in there with his mom. Probably
You heard we were
watching
talking about
Netflix
cats,
in my
huh?
spot on
That's
the
why you're
bed.
walking up, huh? Really? Did they say
Mhm.
anything else, Thea?
So you guys are basically everyone but Kai, I believe.
And elusive.
It's a large gang for a heist.
I'm
I thought
small.
Zach
That'll be
was
fine.
gonna
It'll be
say.
fine.
Never split the party except for Kai.
And
Oh.
elusive.
Oh no.
Well, I said
Oh.
anyone who wants to can come, so if Elusive was coming, I'm not gonna stop her.
I mean, it seems like I'm unwanted.
No.
I know when I'm not wanted.
Elusive, get your ass in line. Let's go.
Oh. I
Taking the
have to
whole
sit
gang
here
for
with
a paper
Nora.
Bye,
heist.
Kai. You get to babysit.
I don't know. Oh god.
She's in that room, by the way. Pointing into this door.
Get to know her. She's
Ugh.
really attractive.
It just makes
That doesn't help.
She has money. She can probably buy booze.
I don't want booze.
Whoa.
That's
What?
growth right there. Character growth.
I just don't want to drink near the city. I want to be caught off guard in any way.
Suppose that's fair.
Thank you.
I'm gonna
Oh,
reach
God.
into my pocket, and there's like crumbs of cookies, and I'm just gonna hand some to Kai.
Got some Oreo crumbs, some pocket lint. I think that was an oatmeal raisin cookie.
It's not like
It's a little
crumbs.
bit of lemon
They're
square.
just really not a cookie, you know. It's like a crumbled cookie.
It's mold.
She's gonna take it in her hand and very
Here-
happily say thank you.
Here is another question about the bag.
Mm-hmm.
What is the bag's preservation properties? Like, if we put perchance meat or cookies in there, would it stay
Mhm.
preserved, or does it work by the same properties as
Room temperature.
general? Nice.
Unbelievable. Are you telling me it's not refrigerated?
It's not.
No,
God
that's a
damn
bag
it.
of colding.
Oh man. What? Who left?
Sean probably.
Mhm.
Yep.
Why?
He's punishing me for a Matt Mercer pun.
I
Why did
see.
he?
The joke was too bad for him.
Oh. Oh, there he is.
I'm just gonna put this as a placeholder for Nora.
Oh wait. Oh,
Boy, it'd be a shame if we came back and Nora was assassinated.
nervous side eye.
Kai does that a lot.
I'm just realizing,
she sure
is that-
does.
Is that GIF you sent from the fucking dance that
Yep.
Tom Holland did?
Yep, it is.
The video's so good.
It really is. He's iconic.
Guys,
I'm gonna.
I think I've located the video that describes me every Monday night for D&D.
Yes, Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated.
After hours.
Oh my god.
So whenever everyone leaves, do I have to interact with Nora?
Reintroduce yourself.
Yes.
I feel like you got off on the wrong foot.
No, God.
I'm gonna go into Vex, watch this happen as
Oh.
we're walking.
I'm carrying back
I'm just
to...
guiding Gob along.
Okay, hi. I think we got off on the wrong foot, and that's my fault.
Just kind of rolls over in the bed and just. Yeah, we kind of did, didn't we?
I'm sorry. I just haven't had good days lately.
You and me both. Let me tell you.
I don't mean to pry, and I learned that you don't have to tell me if you don't want to. But why?
Well,
Like, God
you're
told me
risking
that.
your life. I'll happily oblige. It's fine.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Well, basically, I worked for a brothel. Um, and I heard some rumors, and she kind of blahs all the information.
Wait,
Um,
did she tell me about the slip of paper she read?
yeah, she says she'll tell you that like she came across some information whenever she was in her boss's office. She read a slip of paper, and it confirmed a lot of things. And she brought it up to her boss, and it did not go over well, and she ended up running away.
What was on that slip of paper?
A list of people, just something about deliveries. Just I don't know. I didn't recognize a whole lot of the names, but I recognized a few, and whatever delivery it was not in our inventory because I had to do that. So
Oh.
yeah.
What were the names, if you don't mind me asking? And I'm gonna pull out my journal.
Well, one of them was my boss. One of them was a man who goes by Kevril.
Kev?
Yeah, last name was or I don't know. I recognize it from somewhere, but it's and then I don't know. It was just a bunch of businesses around town. I can't remember all of them. I just remember thinking, "Holy shit, that's a lot of businesses on this just list." I don't know if they were like targets for assassination. I don't know if they were like already being paid uh, by this group or what. But I don't know. It was they were there, and she basically just keeps going and telling you all of these things. By the way, Kai, make a history check.
Mana. Oh wait, I already have my character sheet open.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, nothing rings as familiar.
Um. d- I know you said you don't really remember most of the names on the list, but did you? Never mind. It's not important.
Okay. But yeah, sorry. He called the guards and I had to run, so I had to drop the paper. Otherwise, I just show you. I promise.
No, it's okay. I get it.
And you guys are off to do some crime, but she's very forthcoming with information, just like she was with the rest of the group. But she is noticeably like keeping her voice down so that if someone were to be walking by in the hallway, not being understood clearly through the walls.
Kai sees Vex do an approving nod.
Kai's just gonna go, and then like not drop, but like let Vex go onto the floor and do their own thing, you know?
Vex is gonna cast prestidigitation to make the Nora's blanket warmer, and then go back on Kai's lap, and then I'll drop
Oh.
the vision.
God, is it fucking hot in here? Or is it just me? Holy shit!
What if she's heat sensitive?
Well, get another blanket.
Before we do, Kai, I know I said it wasn't important, but now it's actually eating at me. Did you see any business names for, like, I don't know, like lawyers or with the name Dushala, whatever?
You would know their last name. It's Duhala.
I know, I just couldn't pronounce it at the moment.
Um, and hold on. I've got to make a thing real quick.
I was like, I have to make the H noise, and I'm like, but I can't.
That's what it was. It was yeah, I that was on there.
It was.
Yeah. Um that's I didn't recognize that one, but it was Kevrel, Dohala, and Smithson.
Oh. Okay.
That was the business. Yeah, Kevrel represented my mom a while ago. That's why I knew his.
Oh. Thank you.
Yeah. But how come?
Oh,
If I might pry a little bit.
I knew the Druhala? Is that how I pronounce it? Do
Hala.
Hala.
Yep, there you go.
Do Hala.
Yep.
I heard a little bit about the Duhala. Do you know anything about them, perchance?
Um. Uh, no, not anything. I mean, I was pretty young whenever Kevrel represented my mom, but I don't remember too much of that. I just know that they were lawyers.
Okay.
I'm saying all of this to Sif.
Well, damn.
Will you share with the rest of the party?
So are you from here, or what's going on?
Yeah, no, I used to live here when I was younger, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was younger, my
Kind of leans in, interested. Clearly a practiced move, but convincing.
my parents liked me or anything, so I grew up around this library I go to sometimes, but my but I left a long time ago, and I haven't looked back until now because some friends of mine need help. But honestly, I don't even know if it's worth it anymore. I don't want to be here. I don't like this town. I never have.
Well, I'm leaving too, so if you need someone to leave with, I'd like some protection.
Stop stealing my girl.
I'm sorry, that Gob, shut the fuck up! I'll definitely have to think about that. Thank you.
No. Well, I'm sorry we got off on the wrong foot.
I'm sorry, I was being rude.
Gob, did you give her money back or nah?
I sure did.
Okay. And she rifles through her purse and pulls out a few coins. Goes, would you go and get me some drinks? I need to relax a little bit. I'm
Oh,
still
well,
kind of. Anything strong.
okay. Are you gonna be okay up here alone?
I'll be alone?
That I know of. I mean, you have Vex, the cat. Yeah.
Well, if you don't want to drink, that's your prerogative. But
Oh, do you?
I need to relax. Of
Oh.
course, I'm gonna get some drinks. But
Okay.
Dealer's choice, and she puts the coins in your hand, your hand.
Oh. I'll go get you something strong.
Thank you.
Of course. Have good times. And
What does that mean?
And
I don't know.
she picks up Vex and puts her on her lap and starts petting Vex. So we'll get to that conversation, whatever.
What's going
later.
on with our merry bang gang of bandits?
Yep.
Or Mary Bang.
Merry band of
Very
gangets.
I may not be dyslexic, but when I speak, I sure am
Mm.
sometimes.
Lystexy is a bitch.
Yeah.
So you guys get to the place. Who's forking over a coin? Actually, no, it's free to enter. Never mind. I am dumb. But you guys get to. I'll drag you back to the Ablosos page. There we go.
Oh, Oblosos, you're so zoomed in.
Sure is. Birch Boys Construction is right up here.
What time is it, God?
By this
I'd
time, probably
say
like 6 or 7, I would imagine.
yeah. I was gonna say 7, a little after maybe.
Come.
She said
But you
it's
guys get there. It's not on the street. It's on a little alley, next to the like this little
this guy
trades
right here,
plaza right here. Yeah, like this trades plaza in the back is where blacksmiths are, like blacksmiths and carpenters and glass blowers and all these other different like trades that need a little bit of open space to be performed properly. They have their own little areas kind of staked out. Um, most of them have either packed up or are packing up currently. But you see that there's still nobody, like at least whenever you look through the windows and knock on the door, no one seems to be in the Birch Boys construction building.
Okay. Is there anyone out on the street?
Yeah, there's plenty of people on the street. Looks like some people are walking home from work. Looks like some people are starting to, go to the bars. Just-
I'm gonna look for a back entrance or a window.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation check for me real quick.
Go, cop, go.
That's
that's not gum.
Bex. Hey.
I'll be right back. I gotta pee again. Jesus Christ.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you look around and it looks like this pretty small building on the whole has like a few windows, but the backside of the building is pushed up against the other building next to it, which is a blacksmith. With that dividing wall kind of extending outwards, because that's the wall that's holding his forge and everything like that on the other side.
I'm gonna go back to the group and be like, I think we should wait a little bit, see if anyone comes in or out, and wait for the streets to clear up.
Okay. Spook.
How long are you guys waiting? Or I guess I should determine that. So you watch this building for a little while and you don't see any movement inside, like at all. Judging from the size of it, you probably think there's like you can see the desk and there's a door behind the desk, so you think it might be like a closet or a very small office, like personal office behind there, and then you see another tiny little room in the corner that's once again probably a storage closet or just like a little tiny interview room or something. It's maybe you wager on the inside of that room it's probably like 5 by 10 maximum. But you don't see any of those doors open. You don't see anybody come in or out. Nothing. You just kind of posting up in this little alleyway, and you see most of the businesses close
Are
up.
we in here or on the street?
You're I mean, right here is where the building is. There is, okay, hold on. Let me get my little freehand guy out. So, building 12 is kind of divided in two. The front half is a different building. The back half is the Birch Brothers.
Okay.
Like go in the alleyway a little bit to see the door itself.
So what's the move?
Is there people still milling about in the street?
Yeah, there's a few people milling about, but most of the people at this time of day seem like they are walking with a purpose. You
Okay.
occasionally see like a couple walking somewhere aimlessly. It's mostly just like, I'm gonna go here. I've got to get there right now.
Don't look at me, don't touch me, I have to go.
I'm just gonna stroll to the door and start lockpicking.
Okay.
The front
Um,
door.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll me that thieves tools.
While this is
Okay.
happening, I'm just chilling against, like, not right by the building, but close enough that I can still see.
You put your you get the tension wrench going, and it looks like it's a pretty simple lock to pick, and then you try and click the very last pin, and it clamps your lock pick, and you can barely like pull it back out as it reset pretty aggressively. It's apparently not as basic of a lock as it looks.
Oh,
Wow!
Is that fucking hot
Sonic!
boy?
It sure
How
is.
kind of
You
you to join
motherfucker!
us!
Oh. Well.
Sexist moving crime.
Fresh from the sweet relief of sleep, right into everyone screaming.
Yep. So yeah, Gob, your first attempt to pick that lock fails.
Is there like a range on guidance? I'm too lazy to look.
It's touch, I thought.
Let's see, time for me to look. Boop. Yep. I'll beckon her over
Okay.
and give her a high five and slap her with some guidance.
Thanks. I'm gonna walk back and try to do it
You
again.
feel spiritually motivated. It's like a 1.
All right. So yeah, go ahead, and if you want to try it again, go for it.
Oh boy. Ah.
Get that guidance, sis.
Guidance.
1d4.
Yeah.
Ah, perfect one.
Yeah, this
Solid
one-
20.
It still takes you a little bit of time, as you ask if someone has a light, and then you kind of try and shine it and look in the keyhole to see any visual indicators of what's going on.
Do I still have my lantern?
Yeah, you would.
Hey,
Well,
hey.
Someone might be holding it for you, but like you're not carrying it above your head. So, but you eventually find out that like, yeah, it's got some moving parts in there, which is not usual, but you can figure out you test a little bit, and it takes you like 2 or 3 more tries to kind of get it right, and you eventually realize that you have to start backwards, which is a really weird thing for a lock. So you go all the way back, pick the another pin, get the third pin, the last pin, you click, and then you turn it, and the door creaks open.
Before we walk in, does anybody want to detect magic? Or are you guys not
No.
I was gonna
Let's-
sigh and be
let's
like,
see
I've
if
worked with a lot better people than this.
I did not.
Okay.
Did not pray.
Kulan doesn't have it either.
All
Well,
right.
not prepared.
Well, it's not like I haven't been in jail before, and I'm gonna walk in.
I mean, you have the ability as a rogue to check for traps if you want.
Okay. I mean, all right. I'll
Investigation
check
roll.
for traps. Yeah.
You look around and you're kind of like scanning the frame because you're hella suspicious of this place. And the only sign that could be is like on the door. Some of the plank on the ground have a little bit of a gap in them, and like just in this one little.
Okay. Nothing happened. It's fine. It's fine. I'm here. It's fine.
Okay.
Don't
Okay.
step there, guys.
I'll keep that in mind.
Why are we not stepping? I didn't get to hear it.
Right there. It's a pointing to the crack.
Okay.
I'm gonna crouch down and
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna crouch down and start walking around.
It's time to be
And Kulan's
sneaky.
just gonna wait. Hold on, where am I not stepping?
Tay,
There.
Right there. Okay. No, what's up?
I really,
Well, I was gonna
at
forget.
some point, need you to add like Metal Gear Solid soundtrack to this just to play
Oh.
during scenes like this.
So, Kulan, where do you need to go? What are we doing here?
We need to see who. I'm. Wait, did you ask Kulan?
Yeah.
Okay. Someone's building and doing construction on my land, on Donovan's land, and these guys had their carts pushed there, so I'm gonna see who's paying them to do that.
Okay.
So I gotta figure out who owns
Yeah.
that deed and
Just
why
to
they own it.
tempt me. Zaxis, can you keep an eye out on the door?
Okay.
And then I'm gonna slip into Vex just to check up for a second.
Yeah. Kai, what are you and Nora doing?
I got like with the gold, I try to get at least two strong drinks or strong ales. And I don't know what Nora's doing with them, but she's probably drinking one. And we're just talking about how we want to get out of this fucking city.
I'll say that for 2 gold, you can get 2 bottles of wine that is strong but not like great.
I think she'll want that. I'll take one bottle of that.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring it back up with 2 cups and see if she likes it.
She's down. But Vex, you see Kai and Nora sipping on wine. You see Nora finish off her glass.
No, you see Kai looking at the glass. Oh fuck, there's chocolate milk everywhere. God. Oh god!
Kai spilled the chocolate milk. Oh no.
So Kai
Hey guys,
isn't
I'm going to the
drinking?
going to the store. Can you watch my
What's
chocolate milk?
chocolate milk? Oh no.
Oh no.
Is
It's on my
everyone-
fucking sword scabbard. Oh fuck me.
is
Leather.
everyone breaking into
I
the
can't tell if
washing
this is
machine?
Kai or Egg.
It's me. It's Egg. I have a sword and it's slowly getting covered in chocolate milk.
Oh no.
Oh my god, it's under my fucking bed. Ah shit. Ah. Fuck me.
Okay, so well,
Is Kai the only one not thieving?
Yes,
Yes.
she's not sneaky enough.
She's got heavy armor.
and
So
she's
she's
playing
okay.
babysitter.
Okay.
I'll catch you and Lucas up. But
That's fine.
Kai and Nora are just sipping on some wine, and by sipping I mean
Glugging.
gulping down a little bit of wine.
Kai,
Egg-
I mean, Vex
Egg
is
is
gonna
killing me
slap
with
Kai. Across the face. And then return to her spot, and then I'll drop it.
Okay. So Kai knows that you were watching. But other than that,
So when you
She's
when you
just-
channel into a familiar, do you like lose muscle control, or is it literally just like
no,
sight?
you don't
and
lose muscle control.
hearing?
You lose your senses.
Okay,
So,
what's
like,
going on?
Vex slapped you.
You were drinking with Nora and.
Oh, I wasn't drinking. I had poured myself a glass of wine, but I wasn't drinking it. I was
Oh,
mainly
okay.
looking at it.
Well, Nora finished off a glass, and then Vex walks over and slaps you across the face.
Oh fuck. Okay, well Gob's watching us now. God.
But so we're gonna go back to the heist.
Yeah.
Oh, that was horrible. I'm out of breath.
What was that whole thing?
I was running back and forth. Oh, wait, I need my napkins.
I loved hearing from a distance you screaming about your sword.
Oh, fuck, I forgot to mute.
It's okay. It was a good time. But yeah. So
It's my Aragon sword.
well, hold on. What is this? So you guys are avoiding the like 3 or so planks on the ground right by the door.
Oh,
Zaxxas is chilling, taking watch, making
I'm
sure that
assuming
crime
Kulon
goes.
is leading the way. I don't.
Yeah,
I still
Kulon is
don't
just
know.
kind of. I would say that Kulon is kind of neatly, but like not really going through paperwork, and I've got to roll some stuff for Kulon.
Guidance.
So-
Hey, how dark is it in this
Yeah.
building?
He's gonna guidance himself.
I was gonna say, I sure as shit can't. Thea is resting on a fucking Save-A-Lot bag. And as soon as I took out my phone to take a picture of her, she did the most angry meow I've ever heard.
Oh, the baby.
But I will send it in out of game because I want everyone to see her.
So Kulon is just kind of rifling through a small stack of papers, just kind of flipping through the top, looking at titles and names and stuff. Oh. And then whenever he's done with them, he just kind of like flips them over and puts them face down next to where they were. He keeps doing this until he eventually pulls a piece of paper out and puts it in his pocket. And then he keeps flipping. And-
Maybe you shouldn't put that in your pocket. Maybe we should just write it down.
Okay.
Okay. God is stressed.
Who's got some paper?
I have paper.
Okay, let me find a pen. He starts opening drawers and pulls out a quill, pulls out a bottle of ink, and okay, so here we go. And writes a name on a piece of paper and puts that in his pocket. Blows on it, puts that in his pocket.
Okay.
He writes this name down.
Ow! Don't put your fucking claws in me, hello? I don't care how much
just
you gotta
making
stretch.
sure that whatever Kulon touches, I put back in its
Okay.
so that
Yeah,
we don't
I
leave
mean-
any traces of entering.
Yeah, I
We're
mean,
taking care of the dumb bottom.
he's just kind of like going through stuff. He's not making a mess out of it, so it's pretty
Mhm.
easy to put back where it was. Like he's just kind of rifling through some stuff, and the stack may be a little messy, but it's still in the same order and face down. Just kind of like the entire stack is just turned over. So you keep going by and just like banging papers on the desk, straightening them out, and putting them back where they're supposed to be. Every time Kulon's just.
Oh, what's this?
Um,
What's this? What's this?
and
There's paper everywhere.
but he writes that down, and the paper that he copied it from is basically saying, here's a receipt for Thien Lao for acquired acquired landscaping that needs cleared. That's it.
Okay. He's responsible.
And that's it. So he puts that he gets that, and then he goes through a few more stacks. Takes like 5 minutes because he's not even paying attention to this point, and just kind of, all right, I got what I wanted. You guys good?
I'm actually gonna look for some gold.
Okay.
I need money.
Roll me an investigation check.
Okay.
Man, also.
Now. Oh shit.
Okay. You pull the desk out where you think a till would be, and it is completely empty. But you start to think, hold on. What was that by the door? And you go over and ask someone for a light. I'm sure Sif would let you use the light cantrip to kind of shine it underneath.
Yeah.
And and you don't see any signs of like a trap. It looks like it's just a very shallow cutout. And you kind of touch it just to make sure, and then put your dagger in there and just kind of peel it up. And sure enough, it's not anything but a cutout for like stowing stuff. It's just a hiding hole.
Oh my
And
god.
you reach in there and find it looks like this is where they put their till. Like they put their money instead of taking it to a bank or whatever. You don't know how they got this money. You don't know who the fuck put it there, but it's here.
The
So
money's in the
Everybody gets
fucking
a bag of
walls.
money.
It's in the mattresses. It's in the walls.
so how much of this gold are you taking?
How much is there?
Well, there's a locked chest, and then outside of that, there's a small bag of like silver and gold. If you're gonna count it out, just like guesstimation,
Mm-hmm.
you would think it's probably like 40-50 gold's worth of coins.
I'm gonna snatch the bag and then try to open the chest. Try to pick the lock.
Okay. Yeah, roll me that thieves' tools again, because it is locked.
Oh, the 20s, sis.
So
Yeah.
many titties.
You look at it, and this one isn't embedded in a door, so it's much easier to inspect, but it is almost identical to the one on the entryway. And you kind of look at it and go, oh, what are these guys? Okay. And you pick it backwards, basically. And that fucking Jim. But you pick it, and it opens up, and there are some gems
Whoa.
and a little scroll of some sort.
I'm taking it all.
Okay.
Putting it in the bag of holding.
So you pocket it. And then do you put the chest back, or are you just putting the chest in total in the bag?
I'm gonna write a little note.
Draw a smiley
That
face on
says-
it.
That says sorry, smiley face, and then I'll put it in the chest, lock it, put it back in, and act as if I was never there.
Okay. Yeah. So you walk out with, I mean, you're gonna count it later. So 47 gold and 4 silver, from the other stuff. And we'll go over what the gems are after the session, and a scroll that whenever you open it up, you break the seal and open it up. It is definitely a spell scroll of some kind.
Oh.
Hope it's fucking dark vision, bitch.
And you guys going back to the place, or what's the plan now?
Yeah, we're heading back to the tavern.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Kai, this took about 2 hours in total.
Oh
Them
my
going, staking out the place, and then breaking in, entering, and looting whatever the fuck they wanted.
Pilfering.
Yeah. And then locking it back up whenever they left. Also, Gob's bullshit of, you know, just robbing these people blind.
I knew she would do
We
that
need
too.
the money,
I knew it.
okay?
You know
And-
nothing about them being
They
robbed.
were just being little bitches. You're gonna be mad that I stole from them? Come on.
If you're gonna be a bitch, you should know that your money's gonna be stolen.
Yeah,
That's just the way life
exactly.
works.
Oh, anyone else there? What were you looking for? What were you going through?
I was still chilling, like, outside.
I was
Okay.
like holding
wasn't looking.
fucking Gob's ankle because it's dark, okay?
Okay.
Gob just looks into Vex and like
Only you'd taken that magic eye from V.
Yeah, as I'm walking back, I'm gonna look in the Vex. So at whatever point that happens, you can
as,
decide.
as a joke, I was gonna say you just see Nora and Kai having a therapy session.
I mean, at this point, if you let her drink as much as she wants, she is going to be plastered.
Oh well, she's drinking as much as she wants. I'm gonna like cut her off afterward, but
Yeah, I mean,
she drinks that whole bottle. I'm like, okay, no more.
Yeah, no, she drinks the bottle. And then whenever you're like, okay, no more. Okay, but can we snack?
Thea,
Was
why
there
are you
food?
licking me?
You know what? Snacks
How?
sound good.
Oh, she got munchies, huh?
She do.
What do you want exactly for your snack?
Uh,
Wedges.
Witches.
yeah. No, I want cookies.
Cookies. Oh,
Oh.
Gob
Something
like
sweet. I want pastry.
I have like a Gob left me these cookies. They're sort of crumbly, but I have like what 1 or 2 cookies in whole.
Yeah.
If you want them, they're chocolate chip, or at least that I know of.
Yes, I do.
Oh,
She, like,
okay. No, no, it's okay.
Gimme.
and
Oh God.
she just kind of like holds them in her hand and she offers you as much as you want, and she just kind of takes, because they're crumbled, she just kind of takes like a chunk and nibbles on it.
Oh. Uh.
I want
Yeah.
cookies now.
And she takes another chunk, one, and makes sure that it doesn't have chocolate in it, and then offers it to Vex.
Wow.
Vex is a familiar. Vex can eat whatever she wants.
She doesn't know that.
You're right. Am I in the vision as this is happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that like you see her go, yes, and take the cookie, and then like
And then, like, a little.
try it, and then check it for chocolate, and then kind of offer it to you because you're looking through Vex's eyes.
I'll take the cookie and then make Vex cuddle up against Nora and then drop the vision because I feel uncomfortable.
Oh yeah. I get to eat cookies with plastered Nora. Sweet.
We're coming back.
So in this
Are
2
we
hours
taking
while she
Are we
is-
taking a different exit?
Yeah.
in this 2 hours while she is getting she's getting tipsy, and then I'll say that like she'll ask you to go and buy that second bottle, and she'll down that one pretty quick after she's a little tipsy from the
No,
first.
I wouldn't buy her. I would be like, I don't think. Maybe we should
You're
try and keep
cut
our
off
guard up a
me.
little.
Drink some water.
Maybe we should be a little bit more careful if we're gonna be on the run soon, you know?
I mean, you're right, but
Alcohol.
yeah, you're right. Okay. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Trust
I
me.
should-
I know how it feels to have a good buzz, but you do have to be sort of careful.
Yeah. Okay. Well. And she just kind of says, "So, what's going on?" And basically, what's happening is she's just wanting to talk for the last half of them being gone.
Oh.
What would you want to discuss with her, if anything?
Well, I have sort of an insensitive question.
Whoa.
You know, that's okay. Go ahead and ask it. I won't be offended.
Oh,
If
I
you would
hope
have seen
not.
half the shit that I've seen, a question's nothing.
What's it like to work in a brothel?
I mean, the coworkers are fun,
I sure hope so.
but it's it's a lot of things that I don't want to do, but have to. So, I mean, it's just emotional labor mostly. It's not that bad, but
You just rather be doing something else.
yeah, yeah. I didn't really have much of a chance to try something else before I got into it, though. So I don't know what else I would be doing.
Well, maybe once you leave the city, you can find a different life for you. I did once I left. It should be easy enough for you.
Yeah, what did you do when you were here?
Well, I never really stayed at my house because I wasn't really welcome there, but there was
So
this
we can
library.
speed this up.
Yeah.
How much are you telling her?
I'm just telling her about the library and the daily ongoings of what I did, which was read, basically.
Okay. Are you telling her about any of your backstory that's not just like, well, I just did this for fun, or
Not
are
yet.
you getting okay? You're not getting real. Okay,
She's
cool.
not plastered enough.
Okay.
She'll remember it.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds nice. And she tells you a little bit about her childhood. Her mom raised her by herself, and she would just kind of go and browse the shops and hang out with her mom whenever her mom wasn't at work. On the weekends, she would go and hang out with her friends and go to school and stuff. It's just a pretty normal life. She lived on the opposite side of the city that you did. You found out, but a lot of the same experiences. And about the time that she's winding down that story,
Right when I'm about to ask her the question, the gang busts in like, "We got the papers!"
yep, basically.
And then you hear, "Pff, we got the papers!
Well,
Oh
I mean,
shit.
No. I'm not doing that. I just needed to.
Kulon definitely busts in and is like, "Hey, Kai, we got a name." And
Oh.
Miss Hamlet scampers in.
Oh my, that's good. What's the name? What's the name for? Was it attached to?
Who own or who's paying for the construction at Donovan's place?
Oh, that's a that's a good lead. Do you remember the name?
Yeah, it's he searches through a pocket.
Did you take those papers or did you?
Thian Leo.
Thian Leo. Would I know that name?
He holds up the paper for you and just kind of, I don't know, roll me a history check.
H.
Surprisingly, no, you don't know that name.
Okay.
Do I know that?
Roll me a history check.
Okay.
Come on, Gata.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was a while ago. Do you want this in the Whispers or not?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh God.
The Whispers.
She's always in the Whispers.
I was gonna ask
She's
Nora a
shady.
question.
She knows everything shady.
I need to go to bed.
Oh,
Tell Faye
Dom.
when he comes back.
Yeah.
Or
Sure he'll-
just leave, you know.
What? Why are you listening to cave noises? What
Oh
the
my-
fuck, Dom?
Dom?
Did you
It's all the gamer fuel!
die?
Dom's being murdered. Okay.
I think Dom actually died. Like, he passed out. Like, he got up, but he fell on his gamer fueled pants.
I need you to send whatever you're watching to me.
What?
Send it into Auto Game right now.
Which part?
All of it.
All of it.
That was mad crazy dog.
I know, Mad Dog.
Mad Dog 357. He does MRE reviews on YouTube.
Okay.
Shut up!
Okay.
I was hoping you
I
would
need
know.
sleep.
You need sleep.
Yeah.
Okay, we're almost done. I promise.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys going to sleep?
Yep.
In game.
Right now? Oh,
I mean,
okay.
you guys got back. It's
If there's
late.
any extra booze, I'd like to help myself.
I
Just
want to
a little.
sleep in the bed next to.
Of
next
course,
to
of course.
Nora.
That was literally a given.
Okay, so you guys do whatever you want to before bed.
I'm gonna say goodbye to Nora and wish her good night. And a good night to Gob. And a thank you. Just,
Yeah.
pleasantries.
Well, thanks for being here. It was a good time.
Good time here, too.
Let me bring you guys back to the Manticore's tail. There we go. So yeah, she's going to claim this bed because it's not by the window, and
By the window, small
Actually-
man goes.
and where's everyone sleeping? I'll say Kulan's. We've got 2 rooms, guys.
Okay,
Got this
where's-
room.
Kai, that's not one of the rooms.
I'm sleeping with Gulan.
I've claimed my bed. I've made my
Okay.
peace.
All right. And I mean, you guys do whatever you want to before bed, but whenever all of y'all pass out,
Oh god, what?
some shit happens.
And that's where we're ending the
fuck
session.
me.
Well,
Oh?
after this happens, I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh god, oh shit, oh fuck, oh
Yep.
fuck me. No!
God. God, no!
Gob's dead.
So, you guys both basically at the same time, or both rooms, I should say, the windows shatter, and small little glass balls, about 3 of them per room, come inside. And by the time this happens, they just and all of them explode, and a green gas starts filling the rooms. And Sif is the only person who thought to pull up the covers and blocks his nose a little bit. But even with that, you can't feel your arms, your legs. All you can do is sit there and watch as 3 people per room come through the door. And all right, that's one of them walks into Nora's room, says, "Yeah, that's her. All right. What the hell? Let's get them all."
I have sleep paralysis and it is not fun.
And that's where we'll end the session.
This is by far the worst sleep paralysis.